I'm focused. I've been watching for the omens. I've been listening to everything you said. It's been running through my head, locked and loaded. I got the feeling that you know it. Yeah, I've only just begun. I won't stop until it's done, till you're broken. So welcome to the fire. I'm the one with the lighter. Feel it burning through your veins as we're walking through the flames, getting higher. Bigger they are, harder they fall.
Good time you did that. Welcome back to the dark. But I was wrong last week because the group ended up sleeping the night right before the last encounter, so it is not dark.
Sure for you.
In the hamlet, with a scattering of small buildings and visibly little protection, an attack of a six-headed dragon, of Hydra, slain multiple hours away, yet as you arrive in town, it seemed still much like I described before, to be basically desolate. But then as you began the journey to walk through, you noticed that there was doors opening behind you and around you, and then the balcony ahead revealed a plated, armored figure. Nearly no skin visible, but short enough to be predicted to be a dwarf, some sort of, bulky halfway. He told you that he would be interested in those dragon heads, which you dragged into town. Dragon heads probably just the size of a young dragon, or between a young and an adult.
I'm gonna say size of a young child.
No, definitely not. And blue and white.
Yes.
Let's make some multicolored armor.
We'll make light blue.
And Cornell patched up at the general store owner's place, followed by another body which seemed a lot less repairable. Cornell was then sent off and left to walk alone, while Moki waited for the approach of the monster that joined in the fight, Borum, and Cicero and Ray.
Gary.
The girl that you were with,
Gavin.
Sophia, returned to you after exiting the building from the place you heard yell, "I'll take those heads." Comes out with a pouch of 100 gold worth of gem dust and infuses it over Moki's back and seemingly healing him of some level
Live another week.
giving him some restoration against what is harrowing amounts of poison still running through the body.
Today.
And rot. So I should say more rot. You guys are in the middle of the front end. So my side is the back end. This is the front. So this is where you walked in. You're just entering the first quarter of the small four building center row of this hamlet. Some buildings have more decor than others, although the one that you saw biggest to your left, not directly on the center town path, looked to be the most overrun. This building here. It looked to be the most overrun from a distance and clearly had a good amount of overgrowth around the sides, like thick vines riding up the side of the building, showing clearly an attachment to nature or a lack of care in the structure. You guys made your way in, and what you will continue to hear is this like deep guttural dwarvish voice, but you can tell there's kind of no comfortable with his environment, doesn't really know how to talk to your group of people right now. Look, I don't mind you being a paying contributor, and these dragon heads will do lovely, but your disabled demon needs to exit off the main street or out of town. Once Klaus returns, his orcs won't hesitate.
His hawks?
And I give you maybe an hour. He arrives just before midday, normally without water. But the fallen outer post may stall him a few more minutes. So get off the road, thanks! And he exits the balcony. But you notice on the right side of the room, it's kind of a small countertop where you can see that's where the back shelving of items and stock is. And on the left, a large open space which has a kiln. And large piping leading to, like, the chimney on the top. I'm just laying my hands anywhere. You see he's like, the thick steps heading down.
Yes, boys.
Alright, Cicero walks in as well. Mogi, you're also there. Are you sticking out with Rock? Or does he keep saying Rock?
Can't we be talking to the upright panda?
Cool. Ray, I want you to make me
Yes, sir.
a local or history check. I mean, it's your, the local would be specific.
They're all the same. Luckily. 17.
So,
Nice number.
the plates, they're like circular discs, which these runes are carved onto, and the stone itself is familiar. Just the specific dense, grey, rough hue. It's very,
I love rocks.
kind of,
Oh damn, this is a very nice rock.
it's an ancient-looking type of stone.
That's all
And then it
rock.
has a lot of cracks on it, but none actually on the borders. Small, like, indent fissures, but you notice that in some way either had you're pretty sure the statue that your armor was once encased in was this type of stone, and it actually like revealed mithril underneath. But the dwarf comes down, notices your eyes, look at these. They've got runes on them, like big symbols that you don't understand.
Are these just like small stones cut out? Or?
They're like discs. They're about this big,
Discs.
and they look like kind of plates, like in size, like a large plate, and just with a single symbol on it. But there's like tons of little
I could
fish
eat my
symbols.
dinner off the.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, it is a little curved at the top, like a tiny shield. But he notices. Doesn't say anything. It says, "Look, I don't mind you. I don't mind you. I don't have much money, but in terms of raw material, I've recently acquired more than what I need. You looked at the crypt stone. Yeah, that stone there is made to be more lethal against the
Lethal?
Wait, crypt?
Yeah, was it crypt? Or...
crypt stone.
Not to be confused with the bloodstone.
Yeah, okay.
Crypt stone is normally found in very, very ancient sites. It is used to parts of the stone can be put on the edge of a blade, making not a blade, but any bludgeoning type weapon capable of ghost smashing. Is that the right word for it?
Ghost? Oh, it's ethereal damage.
I can supply you with a lot of raw material, magical material, and some small amounts, and
What
Fireforged
are
steel.
you proposing producing here?
Well, you don't have a full set of dragon scales of a full dragon could get you maybe one full plate of full body. The head you've given me.
Hey, but who would wear that?
He points to like a single round plate of what looks kind of like just a breastplate on the table, which hasn't been molded to armor at all.
Breast.
I could probably make 2 breastplates of scale hide, one of each color, or 2 shields.
Scale hide?
Wait, maybe you should make some studded leather.
This is dragon hide. It allows you to probably reduce damage on that type of chromatics. This is the point of them. They've got different resistances. So this head probably gives you something in some way, and then that head is a different color, so it probably gives you something else.
That's fair enough. Makes sense.
So you produce arms and armor there.
You know,
I am capable, but I'm not some sort of like dragon smith.
Would it... Let me just...
You need to talk to him in
You
private.
can enchant things.
Yes, and some of the supplies have been steadily moving out. Actually, all of the supplies.
Where?
Can you put
Where?
your
Some of the weapons I've been given to the
But you should make a dragon scale sword.
it's a tithe for the orc band that Rudy's in charge of. They needed new weapons,
I
and
think we could get you Dragon
Well, they,
Scale Dagger.
Hey,
my base rune makes them just masterwork. Can make almost any weapon masterwork. It has to be imbued with fire-forged steel, which ordinarily is a certain technique I learned deep on the ground.
okay.
Would it be more, would it be better if we just infused the heads with salt to dry them out and then took them over to overseas?
No, dragons are immortal, right? They don't rot.
Oh, perfect.
Not too sure because it stinks, but that's just the blood.
Yes.
There's not much left.
So,
I'm sorry, what did you say was returning? Klaus? That's orcs?
Yeah, Klaus. He's you don't know. He's the head since Laszlo was sick. Lady Montrose. She was in charge of the town and was ill about a week ago.
wait,
Maybe 2 weeks.
sorry,
No, maybe about a month ago.
did you say last one?
Laszlo.
Leslie.
Doing you spelling.
He's like the captain.
Oh no, Laszlo is a woman. She was the magistrate in charge of the town. Klaus is was like a second in command and backup. But then of course,
Leslie. Okay.
and of course you've still got Zelenda, the chief clerk. She does most of the bookwork for the town.
And we okay. And you're saying we should get out of here before Leslie returns?
No, I just mean get that fucking demon off the street in like an hour or so before he breaks the eastern coastline.
Him? Is he orcish?
I know, he's very part orc, but a little part. But he's got good influence over the other raiders, basically. Hired brigade, maybe a dozen or so men. Just capable scouts and
That's fine.
something about the magistrate who was trying to get soldiers in, and as a temporary measure, well, we got orcs. And but those soldiers have come in about 40 years, 5 years, actually more like 8 years.
Well, we should probably talk to that guy, because all of the soldiers you had at the watchtower died.
I guessed. That may have been the few human ones we may have had left. Maybe 2 or 3 left in the town.
Well, that abomination out there is one of the ones who fought the dragon to defend this town.
Is that why he's covered in blood and walking with you?
Yes.
Okay, well look, I've met some bad monsters in the past. Dabbled in a few dark adventures, but I think you should burn that one off. Maybe that one too. It looks at the bird monster. But when Klaus comes in, he'll certainly do that for you. Just hide him behind one of the bigger estates.
Alright. Not the worst idea.
On the western side, because he's coming from the eastern coasts. But Zelenda's at the bar, and don't tell her I told you, because no one in this town wants to give outsiders drink. Too little in town to give around.
And Zelinda's the cleric manager, right?
She's the chief clerk
Cleric, yeah.
for the Rudy, who's technically the only remaining knight in TOR'GARD.
Smithy.
Oi!
You say from outside.
It kind of rumbles in the
door.
stone space, yeah.
Are you able to work on simple hand reconstruction?
What the fuck did he just ask me to do?
I think he wants you to make him some hands.
Yeah, I think that's what he said.
Takes like 2 steps, opens the kind of like countertop, walks to the door. Only made of metal. I couldn't make it move. And it might cost you a fair bit. For your scales.
Use it to pay off with the dragon.
Like just a metal hand.
Well, I can give you a design for moving parts. I just need hands. As you can see, I have been mutilated beyond repair.
Hey, I just thought you might have been born that way, but
You're trying to repair it.
We'll give her a go.
do yourself a favor, friend. Get the fuck out of here. And if your friends stick around, then I might be able to make your hand. But I go. Walks back inside. Sorry about that. So, when it comes to the type of material I can give, the skin of the dragon hide, Tanner might be able to buy some of it because it's got value. But he can also make something out of it at the cost of maybe some of those scales. Kind of like a levy type of situation.
Does Pathfinder doesn't have, like, you can put on gloves and have a benefit from it unless it's magical, right? It does?
Specific materials like dragon hide.
Okay, so you can't
And
have
dragon skin. Both give different agility skills.
Okay, so as long as you're not wearing a chest plate on a chest plate because that's stupid.
Most of these things are like costing thousands added to the cost of a regular set of armor. That's just how it's assimilated in terms of prices.
I mean, a full metal comes with gloves. Fuck, never mind.
Some of my better material can make up the cost margin, but if you hire me for work, I can fit those heads into the budget. Just tell me what the type of armor you'll be after.
You looking for an upgrade?
But
Yeah, I'd like some armor, yeah.
but Klaus is under this Officer Times kind of under this orc management program, and
Don't worry. We'll deal with it. I guess you can make leather. I'll go talk to the tanner.
Tanner.
Yeah.
Yeah, his name's Tanner. He's good at leather.
The tanner's name is Tanner.
Well, not
Yeah.
quite, but, you know.
Alright.
I think it's
That's
even
an
the same
education.
lettering.
Efficient, yeah.
So you have a...
Not born in the trade though. Just came
have
here
red,
for it.
right?
But no, look, McKay, you've got maybe 30 or 40 minutes before you cross the bridge. So just whatever you're doing, get out.
Do you like this man? Klaus.
He does stop outsiders from coming in at the cost of most of my weapons. All of my weapons and armor. Which is kind of the point, but I'm not getting paid for it, except for in raw material.
Well, is he a respectable man?
Fair in trade, I guess, but kind of on the low end of fair, you know what I mean? Like just barely, I asked for 12,000 gold, and he gave me maybe 1150 worth of raw material. What do? I'm kind of stranded here, and my grandfather is what happened.
Well,
Remind me, do you have a priest or a cleric here?
don't think so.
That would be my grandfather, the elder.
The only one... Oh, right, he's dead.
Where is he?
Oh, wait, the other.
He's just actually heading west. Follow the main road forward and you'll hit the edge of the elder trail. He's maybe about an hour walk further west.
Not heavy on.
I'm gonna pop my head out and, Moki,
Yes.
just like half out the door. Are you by chance wanting some armor? He is offering scale armor.
No, thank you.
You sure you quite unprotected there?
My flesh is enough.
You have deep wounds right now, don't you?
Yeah.
I mean, ignoring the curse.
I have 8 strength, so where you're used to seeing a buff murky,
His
I
legs-
now look like I'm emancipated and skinny.
His legs just tremble kind
Yeah,
of
look
constantly.
Also, I'm fucked up beyond repair.
I think
We have 2 people that are fucked up
Right.
right now.
I think some armor would benefit you.
I don't think so, no.
Okay, it's each.
You don't know where I'm.
You weren't. Okay, go back in.
Oh,
I'm slow.
could you ask if he can get rid of curses?
I don't think he can
I
do
can't.
that.
No?
He's
Alright, hold on. There's an
You know,
elder.
if not
I'm not
armor,
talking.
shields are equally viable.
Would you like a
The
shield?
same
No.
amount of material.
Would you like a sword? A weapon?
I look at my axe.
That will take a lot more time.
Could you put scales on my axe?
Well, because the forge isn't running right
I
now.
will
I
check.
mean,
Can you put
paid for anything.
scales on an axe
Uh,
to increase
I
durability and whatever?
get the you through me or just through yourselves. You could pay the tanner. Dragon skin adds some grip strength to weapons and certain types of armaments, I believe.
Could you make me
Possibly.
a hammer?
That would be nice. I would love to have a
Oh yes,
dragon leather grip.
I could make a hammer.
He yells outside. He doesn't
I
know what
wonder
to
if
do.
that just is possible.
At least to replace this axe. So at least I can smash something and actually forge my own gear.
Fuck that.
Well, technically, you can smash stuff with that.
With steel, fire forged or stainless, or cold iron.
Fire forged.
What about Crips that?
Okay.
Shut up.
I'm gonna take this axe off.
That gang's here.
It's I just want to let you know that fire forged on weapons and armor gives some minor resistance to fire damage.
That's a 2 resistance.
Give that a call out.
On any weapon I forge.
No, it doesn't work.
But in terms of like Krueler's material I've got in here for trade, could be, I mean, it's 500 gold a pound.
It pulls out a pale pink crystal.
Ready?
L.
That'd be cool.
This is unworked blood crystal.
Here's the
Hey.
blood crystal.
I have no idea what these are now.
It makes
You.
all any dragon points bleed almost continuously.
Oh.
If small parts of it are infused into weapons, you know.
Does that work on slashing weapons?
I believe, yes, maybe to pierce.
Yeah, I.
Guessing, how respected are you? Is this like a communal ownership village?
Oh, yes, of course. I'm the son of the
Does that
elder.
mean, does that mean I can ask the alchemist,
We don't have an alchemist.
herbalist, whatever?
Oh, yes.
Does it mean I can take plants from him and use the cents as money? Is it, do
You
you...
mean like commute? Oh, yeah. Sure. With each
Brilliant.
dragon scale
We're just gonna
is worth
drain the
50 gold.
entire village.
Yes.
One dragon scale. Look, it's gonna take me about maybe an hour to work off each dragon scale.
Jesus.
I've never done it before.
Don't you have like a magical...
Do you want me to do this safe or not?
Don't you have like a magical skinning knife or
Why are
something?
you asking me so many questions?
And he swears in Undercommon
Yeah.
and a very offensive elven dialect against elves.
Yeah, that's fine.
Doesn't expect you to know it, and then just like turns away, grabs a pouch, and just basically smashes 100 gold pieces onto the table and says,
You may as well use that. Count that for 2 scales and then go buy what you want.
Wolfman. What's your name, sorry?
How are you guys finding this part?
We were literally told.
Gun time.
Guntar?
Dark town.
There is, at the very edge of this, what just looks like a main road break-off. You can see the coast, you can see one single hut, and one ramp leading out. But it's still maybe a 10-minute walk down the road.
Wait, is probably.
So, Guntar.
Gun, G-U-N apostrophe T-A. T-H-A.
Oh. T-H-A?
Mhm.
Okay. Nice apostrophe.
Always gonna add it in.
Guntar. How often do you get ships here? Like passenger ships?
Or
just cargo ships?
A big ship from Kings Bay comes maybe close to 3 weeks. Journey there and back.
Well, sure, but how long? How often do they come?
I mean, if there's the one coming,
It'll be in 5 months.
Sick.
Yeah. Ships. Oh, here it is.
the Royal Wind, like wind, W-I-N, Royal Wind. It supplies from the Crown Industrial Supply Line from the district. I know that the town was paying maybe 500 gold a season for healthy fruits and certain other type of meats. We do have some cattle here, but tough meat. In fact, the rations here are a type of walkish ration.
Gross.
Toughen you up. Yeah, but the Woodwind House, it's their vessel from Kings Bay. Woodwind.
From Kings Bay, okay.
Okay, so how often does it come?
Oh, nearly 20 days, like 19, 20 days.
Oh.
There, normally it leaves, you know.
Those two that were around.
So basically, like just over a week journey, then there, half a week journey from there.
When was the last time it came?
I think they're due back in. So they've been maybe gone for 12 days.
Are there any other boat services that can go other places?
Oh, yeah, of course. The dock master, I think his name is Oldeye Pike. I forget, he's an old halfling fella. Or maybe not a halfling, he's very short though. Yeah, he's got maybe 3 or 4 robots just for hire if you need them. But couldn't carry more than, say, or maybe 6 of you. 3, 4. Well, you've got maybe like 15 minutes left before you gotta be going.
You seem worried. You're worried something's gonna happen.
Yeah, maybe just, yeah. Like, they gave me supplies, but we're very adamant about how it's their supplies they're given to me.
Who lives here?
That sounds, yeah, that doesn't sound
Oh, that's the carpenter.
respectable.
Yeah, it's like
I'm
a
gonna
guy's
be in his
orcs.
backyard.
They could be pretty strong.
Just wait here.
He needs a shit. He went to the shitter.
I mean, and if you look down this way, this is where the dock is. So that's the way you came from. This is where the dock is. This is pointing due south. Okay. So you try to open the door. That's the only door that appears shut.
I'm just
So you're
saying
gonna go
that.
to the back.
Just hiding. His perfect disguise.
Oh, you're going to where he said he should hide.
No, I'm just moving there because it's a hidden spot.
No, he told you guys where he should hide. He said to him, "Fuck off."
Yeah.
I'll find a quest on that message board. There's that toilet paper.
Fine.
It is a quest.
Quest
Or a
time.
notice.
Defenders needed.
Let's kill some rats for 3
Oh,
silver.
boy.
Dear townsfolk, our great chicken has gone missing. Please help me find it. I will reward you with 12 copper pieces.
25 silver a week. higher rate.
Please, sir,
Or
can you
depending-
put bubbles
Garbage.
for me? I must miss my cat.
I ain't
Bubbles.
fucking risking my life for 25 silver a week.
1 copper.
But it also says must be willing to work, 39-hour weeks. So.
Oh, that's awful.
That's so specific.
Hedgeman, butcher, fish.
39.5 because it's just under the legal range.
Will buy fish for 1 copper a pound.
Looking for a new basket. We'll
Like
pay
a
you.
weaver.
We'll pay you
Also,
48 gold.
You'd also see the Githranti family. Gathranti. I'm playing. That's why I'm playing Baldur's Gate. Sorry.
Oh my god.
Again.
Gathranti family is requiring gatherers and cleaners for the grove of.
Can we-
I think it's
Can we
Farina?
get like what's
Did you
the
say the
main
grove
outfit
Farina?
for him?
What the fuck?
It's like a
That made it sound like to me anymore.
5XL.
Yeah, the grove of Farina with
It's
the
a medium,
PH.
so
Urgent. Looking for a
it's
steel
the
rose.
technically.
Needed for my mother's banquet.
And Grok, do you have proficiency in religion?
God, I wish.
No, that's the
Was
only way.
still alive.
Okay,
Great.
sorry. No big deal.
Religion is cringe.
Religion, nature, and
Wife
divinity,
needed at earliest possible convenience. Please present yourself if you are of fit breeding and status.
And the one next to it is.
Realistically,
Wife has gone missing.
it is a despite those two looking like the newest posters, all the others look like much older and worn out higher posters for soldiers and for enforcement. And
So there's no like. There's a little.
Yep.
I don't know what color.
it's the mystery box.
You should take a. You should take a shit drink. Oh.
Watch out for the oncoming demonic invasion.
Of
Oh,
come
the
to
outhouse.
Joseph's place.
Like Grok has
tea and dinner.
terrible perception.
Yes.
You're technically considered blind.
Consider he's dead. Yeah,
That's his monster shape, but in this we've given him kind of like this real squinty eye ability to look. You are noticing that there is a small difference. A lot of the older ones have a directive from Lady Montrose, and the newer ones have it directed from Lord Klaus Millenor.
Great. Well, I'm gonna go talk to Tanner, and then maybe we should try to talk to the Zelenda. Never mind. I mean, we should talk to her too. I mean, the sick old lady. Probably tell her daughter died and
the
stuff.
wife of the new guy who would burn your friends alive.
Oh, then there's Klaus's wife. Good hostage.
You just said that, bro.
Sorry, what was the old sick woman's? What was the old sick woman's name?
I'm sorry.
What was the old sick woman's name again?
What sick woman?
The old ruler of the town until her daughter died.
Oh,
Actually, even worse, she turned into like a undead abomination. Because I think Klaus's son tried to sell her to orcs.
Klaus was her brother, right?
oh no, they just left about
Yeah, we found them.
8 days
Yes,
ago.
so-
Together, the daughter,
Yes,
the two.
we.
Yeah, has the son returned yet?
Oh, I don't know. I don't bring my shoulder much. He doesn't come by me.
Right.
Yes.
Or he did bring by some.
Isla, yeah.
Well, he taps the crypt stone, which is the stone that he's looking at.
He brought this back for me, but just dropped it. Didn't ask for payment.
How long ago? 2 days.
Maybe 4, 5. No. Maybe about 5 days ago.
Yes.
Okay, he's back in town then.
So Klaus sold Isla to the orcs.
What?
No, Klaus's son.
Klaus was the brother.
No, Klaus, they're not related. Klaus is just another guy that was like a rival chief to the sick lady.
Is he?
Yes,
So now he's taken over this town.
The sick one came in from Kingsbay. She was considered one of the high noble houses. But this one, Millenor, he never talked like he was of a high house, but did act like it. Just never said what prominence he had.
But Millenor is his first name?
No, Melenor's the last name. His son's name Cullus, like C-U-L-L-U-S, and his name is Klaus. Father's name is Klaus. C-L-A-U-S.
Klaus with a C.
Look, you need to get going. But are there any of these things you actually want me to commission, or just to hide in my cellar?
I don't have any diamond dust, do you?
No, he doesn't. We already asked.
I do.
Wait, what?
Can we take that?
I thought we already asked.
We need that for disease treatment.
You asked for Tanner or something.
Oh, I guess maybe.
You asked.
So he's gonna go check his stock and it's already gone.
He doesn't.
Oh, right.
It's gone. Sophia, you guys actually checked the herbalist and he didn't have any. Sophia just stole it.
What a terrible young woman she is.
What?
Like
would
how's
appreciate
the dancing through times?
I've got more.
And you see him open a door which looks like completely iron and it was covered in the back by a table. You see him just like scoop the table forward, pulls an iron door into a cellar.
Empty because February still.
And then he is about to go down what looks like a small rung of ladders and goes,
Are you serious about the diamond dust thing?
Yes, our friend is dying of a horrible disease and we need it to save him.
Okay, I think I've got some raw diamond. He goes,
That's not what I asked. Okay.
Well, we can just smash it, no?
I guess.
I've
You have
never
meat.
to.
I'll crush it with my meat
"Can you
straight.
hear below?"
They're just you don't show
You
it.
want me to come down there with you?
My 18 strength.
So you're stuck.
Um,
I'm gonna come down there with him.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I'd
Yeah, he
like to
does
see
have
what he
pretty
has.
He's
That's
gone for like if
I'll
he's up there,
sell,
he's
but-
gone for about a minute. But Cicero, you looked out, so you enter the small kind of like cloak quarters, and you
28 strength.
look down. He's pushed the table out of the way. An iron lid door opened up in the floor, and you can see downstairs there's shelves like metal, or metal but reinforced with stone from below, and you're noticing like large sacks, but all seem to be of a kind of like a leather material, and some of these sacks look double layered. You can see the ores coming out of it. Some it looks like you haven't seen before. That makes sense. I actually think you might know this one. Kind of actually for elf. Are you a religion proficient or planar proficient?
Of course. Which one should I do?
Do religion.
I'm equally bad at both. 16.
Okay. Very interesting type of steel. Something called spire steel.
Spire? Sounds cool.
It's called spire steel. Weird name terminology. It's an elven derivative, but it is. It exhibits an innate attraction to soul energy.
That sounds cool. Oh.
Nice.
And it looks like it's a sack filled. So
Yes,
it's raw
but-
ore of. But yeah, you don't see any like coffers in this sack. Most of them just look like all
How do you
small
know?
sacks. Do you actually go down, or do you just like watch as he like basically just nosedives these dragons?
I'll get like halfway down the stairs if I can see
It's a ladder.
all of this
It's a
stuff.
ladder,
Oh,
so
okay.
you can peer down almost perfectly and view the kind of.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like hang from my knees down the little hatch.
And like the moment you actually get one good observation, you look perfectly down and you see him now needing to get back up, and that's that awkward like,
Oh, hi.
Get the fuck out of him. Get out of the way.
You're holding our merchandise.
Oh, here, you want me to take that while you climb? No? Alright.
you
want to?
and it's like a pink crystal he's holding in a hand with what looks like a leather grip glove on.
I wouldn't touch this.
I just thought you might need your hands free to climb up
Puts it
here.
up.
This is the last pound of it I've got. So that's 2,000 gold worth of this bleeding gem material. Don't need to.
Wouldn't 2,000 gold be 4 pounds?
Do you have
I've
diamond?
got 4 pounds to it.
Oh,
This is the fourth crystal.
okay.
Do you have diamond?
Oh yes, it's in the same bag.
And pours out. So underneath, inside the bag, which seems to have this jutting piece of glass crystal, you see two scattering small diamonds that scatter onto the table. One literally falls off the table. It's tiny, and he picks it and sits it back on.
Yeah.
How much?
I mean, I can dust it, but that will take a few hours. Like it's the point.
How much diamond is worth for 100 gold
I
dust
think
worth?
each of these are maybe 15.
And he's got about 4.
Okay.
Can I appraise them?
Yeah.
I'll pick it up.
Very cool.
22.
Big numbers.
Okay, he wasn't technically lying.
You succeeded by 2.
Actual value of gold,
Yeah.
but it's actually only about 120 or about 30 gold.
Oh, my sense motive did not work.
So it's only.
Well, thank you.
Oh, right, that's about 200 gold.
No, it's like, I'd say these 4 are probably worth like 120.
I don't believe it.
That's not my problem.
You don't have a trustworthy face. You're trying to barter with me.
I
I got these from Watts for 200.
Fine, 200 gold, I don't care. We don't have actual money, so it doesn't matter. And also there's an entire rest of a corpse up there, so...
Give me back the bunch of gold I need. Give me back.
Yeah, I'm sure.
wouldn't it be more effective for you just to take that off the?
You're right.
6,000
Down payment. Down payment.
You have 6,000 gold in your basement.
I'll live here. Yeah.
Nine of
What?
three heads.
No, it's only 2.
Two.
We only brought her.
Oh.
He wasn't actually
He only
caught.
cut them off
Yeah,
because he's
cut
a
up too.
fucking failure.
You
I'm thinking of
destroyed
going
the
and
back
getting
of that
people, but
monster. You just like chunks of its spine
You
were
fucked
across the
him.
ground. So you know.
You
If
break
it's
his
alive,
back
then
if he
it's
doesn't.
it's 11 hours away, right?
No, 6 hours by walk. Oh, your shit. So yeah, 6 hours sprint.
6 hours, bro.
But I would just say a fast-paced 6 hours.
They're good scouts, meaning that if they see you now, they're likely gonna have your tail for the continual time you run away from. That's why I'm saying hide now.
Just want to take a tail.
And Monkey,
Yes.
you fixed him a little, right? I said Sophia, she's still there.
Sophia is still kind of like looking over Monkey. She looks over his back. I've never done this before. I think.
What is?
Good.
I
How's your...
feel much more.
You good to run?
That's
maybe? Oh,
sarcastic, but I think.
Yes, I feel like
Just
I
looking
can
over
run
his heart.
quite a bit.
Alright.
Turn off me look anything heavy.
Good, good.
To the blacksmith.
Maybe go to the herbalist shop. We're just staying there.
I heard the
Yeah.
mayor has some special fruit which could cure my affliction.
Where did you hear that?
I-
Is that
I
true?
heard it. I read it down.
Yeah, someone said it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll trade with him. I'm sure I
To the
can
mayor?
convince him.
Someone told me the mayor had special fruit which could cure my affliction.
Yeah, the old hermit.
The elder.
It was never a man. Never a man.
Oh,
It was the elder.
it was
the
elder.
elder.
Okay, I
Yeah.
equated elder to mayor.
That's okay. That's okay. Name terminology is the only thing I don't.
Sorry, the elder.
Okay, give me 5 minutes and we can go look for the elder.
Cool. Are we
He
gonna
told you
kill him?
following
The
elder.
elder.
The blacksmith basically just tries to reach
we
you
have
out of the
too
shop
many.
and like.
There's too many people to talk to. Are you
Oh,
gonna
yes, I
get
know
your
business
blade
and stuff.
done?
I gotta clean the balls before you gotta get
I
that.
felt. Are you able to apply this, these crystals to the blade, or will we have to look somewhere else?
Yeah, probably. Yes. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Maybe don't do it now.
Yeah.
Because we have to deal with Klaus first.
Is he? Harold High.
I mean, do you specifically like show him the
28.
corner of your blade? Do you give him representation of blade?
Yeah, I'll pull it out.
I'm gonna leave.
He looks confident until you pull out the blade, and then you see sweat. Little bits.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, expensive though.
Looks like that steel was folded 1,000 times. Oh god.
1,000 is too little.
Or like in a pinch, maybe not. But over a larger period of time, I
Okay.
probably could. You know, I've got a good eye for a port.
We'll take the scales once you're done then.
Okay, no rush on the dogs. Good, easy.
Enough.
The reason
I'll get it done somewhere else.
is because they're stealing inferior.
Okay, so you head to the tanner.
Yeah.
We'll get to the tanner.
Yeah.
Well,
Ray, what do you want to do?
I go. Yeah.
Okay.
Really.
You see them move to the shop. This tiny little shop.
Thank you. I'll follow. I can't go inside, but I'll follow.
There you go.
Warmer.
Oh, there he
Through the
is.
window and double check if
Jumps over the buildings.
Just walks right back.
Spider-Man.
see if Umbra is actually still breathing.
You look, and he's been pushed onto the floor.
Mhm.
Doesn't look to be breathing. Or at least there's no sign that he was actively healed.
You see him in a little bin onto the
Yeah.
side.
Yeah, basically, like the central room of the place,
Salt it up.
the countertop had been pushed off to fit a body, Cornell, and then because all that stuff had been moved off, this body had basically fallen on top of the stuff that had already been pushed off the countertop. And you can see that from the inside, from one of the windows that is still open, that immediately shuts the moment you like get into eye shot of it. You notice that there is the same dude, jarred, equally worried, and is like, you can hear the shutters close and thump, thump, thump.
Alright. And
You saw the body on the floor.
He'll head to the dock somewhere.
Okay, so all the way back through the town this way.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're just making a statement. I am here
To kill you.
to kill you.
So you make your way around, and Cicero, you see Cicero is literally walking in the door as you're coming back this way.
Hey, big thing. You can kill 12 orcs, right?
13.
Well, only 12 of them are orcs.
You Orum keeps moving.
Right, the first one's a half orc.
Why would I want to?
Well, there's like a really angry
Self-defense.
town mayor coming, and he's got a whole bunch of. He's got like a goon hit squad, and they're gonna try to kill you probably. Unless you're really charismatic, in which case, good luck.
Not my problem.
It's gonna be your problem when they
What's the
start
dock?
shooting you with arrows. Alright.
Continues to walk past the blacksmith.
Well, that guy will die. Anyway.
Yes, this is unfortunate.
Oh no, he fell in and can't swim.
It's too heavy to swim.
Rock walks, and from as you guys
Technically lighter.
are closing the door to the tanner, you can hear the sound. Or the tanner, as you open the door, seems to be pushed to the back where a small kind of like table desk is.
I'll knock on the door first.
No, the door was ajar.
I'll knock.
It kind of like
Tanner.
slightly opens, and it's quiet. What are you doing out there with that thing?
Oh no, we're not technically friends. He helped us.
You just communicated with him.
Yeah, he talks.
Well, I'd like to mention that thing just saved your village from Hydra.
Just want to. If you want to kill the town defenders? What?
No, that is purely self-defense.
But they're not even here.
Well, they will be in a minute, but
58
we don't
minutes.
want to
I
kill
don't have
them,
a-
but they're probably gonna try
No,
to
they're going to
test
be
us.
here in like
Yeah, you have
15
minutes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes, I've been playing too much
We're
with
going
you.
to see you in 15 minutes.
Even better, I have something to ask you. Can you make me some armor, please?
What?
Leather armor? Like
He
dragon
doesn't
hide
sell
armor,
to your kind.
maybe, but
I've got leather. I just haven't made.
Oh yes, no, we have 2 Hydra heads. That
What's a Hydra?
Draco Hedge.
Drake.
What the? What?
Dragon?
Oh, the roaring!
Yeah.
Yes, that. We have.
We did save your town.
You saved us.
Yes.
I don't believe you.
I don't care. I already made this announcement to everyone in town. There's like 5 people living here, so like
It's midday. I think everyone's pretty scared right now.
we can pay you for the.
We can give you all the materials.
We
and
just we had a good conversation with old Gunther next door.
No, guys, sorry, you're gonna have to leave. And you can hear from behind you, from behind his house to the east. So he accidentally heard it first. It's other dogs.
Dogs too.
Oh, that's nice. I do.
We're
gonna have to kill
I'm
them.
really sorry. He just closes the door, just like you behind the door. He just like.
I haven't walked inside.
Those his pets?
And they're probably like smelling dogs.
So Brock is coming. He's going this way.
Yeah.
And you are Brock as you're walking this way. You are hearing sounds from
Back
east.
here?
East. No, it is this way.
I think what I'll do is
And this is kind of just like gentle
once
forest.
we deal with the threat that's
Yeah,
about
fine.
to come and deal with them,
You head to the dock.
I'm gonna go and get some more heads to bring.
Did you have a nap?
What?
Did you have a nap? I forget.
Doing that now?
Give it
A nap.
Nah.
A map?
Nap.
Nap.
Nap?
Have you had a nap?
No. No, I have
Are
not.
you good to fight?
Yes, no, I'll be perfectly fine to fight.
What HP am I on?
You're not that great, but you're okay. Actually, you might be full.
The thing didn't attack you, but
I think I'm very hard.
You actually should be full because I remember
it was only a week long.
the zombie mummy encounter didn't damage you that much.
What's
You
that
had
last
three-
session
3
date?
days. You had 3-day rest period.
Like 3 weeks ago.
That's not helpful.
What days?
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
So, not the... Did we have 2? So, this is marked for the 11th, which is 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
That's correct.
Over that one
Cool.
session, you
Cool.
had 3 rests.
Oh yeah, I'm Max.
Yep.
Cool.
Who's Max? Anyway. Okay, well, we'll be back. No pressure or anything. Let's
Maybe we should get a card. That would be...
do priorities first.
Wait. Does anyone in this village sell cards?
No response.
Okay.
Close the door.
You actually hear from the side of the house another shuttle like sound like it's closing.
We need to steal a Gower.
What a skittish little guy.
Well, let's skittish little dude.
Let's go to the big house. I want to find the lady.
Alright, let's go. We got 15 minutes or so, apparently.
Yeah, probably less.
Maybe Moki and Shiro should hustle around the corner. Shiro will protect.
Come on.
Moki is right there. Just still
What do you think,
at the
Moki?
edge of the street.
Well,
Since you're in no shape to fight.
I can fight.
I go.
You're in no shape to fight.
Really weak right now.
Look, I still have the muscle.
You're in no shape to
Just
fight.
like
It deflew. We changed scene. We move.
Yo, scene change.
Scene changed. We follow in the scene change. Cicero, you are guiding yourself to the front door of this estate.
It looks like an estate? I mean, it's a big ass
It
building.
looks like the biggest, and you can see it's got a fence line, which no other thing in this place does. But the fence line, even white fence line, white thin posts, which you can see there's a small like front arch gate, which I think
Does the property look maintained at all?
no, in fact, the wood looks, the white paint is severely decayed and cracked, and most of the bushes that were probably once maintained around the brim of the inner side of the fence are now tangled and knotted and brambled with the fence itself. So it's created kind of this like bramble jungle skirting around this place. Kind of making it look like a plantation nursery type of situation.
The mailboxes here?
May have been, but no current one. No. Like you're looking at one post, all of them are like peaks, and one of them is just a circular cup. So there's one that looked like it could have had it, doesn't have it.
Okay, well, keep your head on a swivel. Because she might have been assassinated.
What does that phrase mean?
She was killed for...
No, swivel.
Look around.
Oh, okay.
Be alert.
There
I'm always
is
alert.
on the inner lining of the fence. There's basically like a 4-foot wide curving fence that guides around the inner side of the estate, so you can kind of go around the corner and around the side of the house if you want to. You make your way to the front door.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Knock.
Cool. All right, that's where we cut.
Hello.
Beautiful. So we cut back maybe 30 minutes.
Oh.
Kind of the faint stretching of wings that to the sound of crinkled leather that has not been stretched properly in a day or two. I mean, normally leather's getting its work every day, and it doesn't make that type of sound. But you know the sound of dormancy in certain materials, and that's what it sounds like, stretching from the above posts. You can't see the wingspan, but you can hear it crackle and quiver. You sit, and the stretching of the wings sounds almost mutes and kind of slows down places, and the kind of gurgling, panting of this monster somewhat calms as you sit down. Something inside of it stops beating as fast. It doesn't sound like
Do you know which car this is?
Relax. Neither worse. Not seasons. Of winter change.
She smells nice. Two-Face, a god, or your mother?
You start to hear this awful kind of like ghostly laugh, and you thought it was coming from her, but it actually seems to be coming from like behind your head to the wall, like a kind of vibration. It's like,
Two-Face. God. Liar.
Right. Okay. Dare tell me why.
Mother tried to bring me back.
From?
I don't know.
you see it, you hear its arms kind of like scratch, but it's on like a leathery sound.
Brought back at great cost.
Can't be the case. So is that why you're bat?
I was supposed to have pure fire. And then
You can see there's like some sort of conflicting mind. See, in your mind's eye, in the words it says, there's a hesitancy in what it's trying to say, like it's cutting itself off.
I am not all the girl I was before. Something came back with me.
Alright.
Her voice has gotten softer, or more hushed, very kind of demonic growly before the end of the other episode. You sat down, her voice is kind of quieted. Maybe even from the outside of this room, she wouldn't be audible.
Does it feel like it's trying to take over? Or do you think it already has?
Oh, Lord, there hammers in me. Such emotion to something stronger in me. Strong soul. I feel like I'm being torn in and out of my mind.
How'd you, when we met you, we were in, like, this form, obviously. Were you able to go back to your
Right time.
original self?
It was open, so it's cool. That's all. The original stuff.
Are you able to go back to your original self?
Not in my control. I learned it's only this now. When my body reforms, it's not my choice. It is the other half that takes control.
She sounds almost desperate when she says that, but she says it in a way where feeling fear, guilt, and desperation at her own inability to change for what happens to her. Maybe it's happened multiple times.
My mother made a choice. She was obsessed with elven dreams.
Do you blame her?
she left downstairs.
Yeah, I saw that one.
No, that was me.
Yeah.
Red wax candles. And a single piece of paper. And a spiral carved into the stone floor. Filled with blood.
Yeah.
She did something while I was gone. And when I came back, I felt like I could pull myself together. But that feeling wasn't in my control. I simply understood that I could be put back together. The one in the dream came or holds control over me. It's all her fault.
Her voice grows again as she, you believe that the owner of a woman in this conversation spoke to them.
I mean, ain't exactly right to blame her for her desperation. It's pretty clear what she did was she tried to get you back. It was for you. Whatever she did downstairs was probably also for you.
Dead. I don't feel I owe her anything.
No, you shouldn't. But I don't think it's exactly right to say she's the cause.
If she did not give me the ideas, inspired dreams, if she did not build me in her image, we never would have.
She tricks.
Oh, she wanted to escape a long time ago, when I was just born and she was still in King's Bay. There were other places she mused, but when we moved here, she had an obsession with other places of safety, other gods of change.
Right.
This town made her feel defenseless, even though it was supposed to be our fresh start.
So she kept seeking for protection of some kind? Led to you?
She had ledgers, books, papers, people who made terms with her before she left, using her inheritance as levy for a new home, a new infrastructure she wanted to make for me, for my children.
What do you sense mad about that?
Because I'm not to blame either.
Never said you were.
We wanted to bring hope to the West. But everyone is so tired. Everyone wants to be lazy, but never is. Retirement. No one in this town is retired. They all want to be. They are cursed.
So your solution is to kill him?
This whole western land is cursed by the same thing. Everyone is tired, weak and lethargic. Everyone whines about the things they can't do better than others. This whole land, scarred by something that slowly seeps into them. energy from my mother made me give in to the weaker ambitions of another.
Well, that's just called life.
Life shouldn't be this cruel.
No, it shouldn't. But
It made the good monsters and made the bad the winners, the champions of righteousness, or whatever they call themselves.
I mean, life sucks. That's pretty simple. But it's kind of just the way it is. Can't really change it. I don't necessarily think you should. Not everyone wants a grand purpose. Some people like working until they're 25 and retiring.
I've never heard someone do that before.
Well, they died.
Somewhat. In some way now, I wish I was an orc. Destined to live short life, filled with
Filled with purpose.
I will unleash my fury on this town. I want to. I'm waiting. It's what? It's the only way I can fill the gap.
And you hear like the front of a rib cage kind of like pushed, and even the sounds of minor fractures. You hear her in a kind of a way dig into her chest. Her bare claws.
Do you mind if I ask, how old are you?
Early 25.
And your whole life have you been this? How long have you been this?
A week and a half ago, I left. Nearly 2 weeks ago, I left here with colors. I think I was normal then. I could look at a sunset, not fall apart. But I'm not sure if that was even me that walked with you. Now I see the memory. I don't feel her. I feel it.
Well,
My mother, she was crazy at the end. Right before I left, she said she stopped seeing her dreams. And so I went with Colors, because he said he had something he could give her from another elder at the edge of Turmish. And then after my capture, I was dragged into a room with the elder, and he pushed his face onto me. He kissed me, but in a way that was alien. Like his mouth was 5 times bigger than what his face showed to be. Then I felt something like a small seed sit in me. And the next time I saw sunset was with you. Staying indoors, I can reform myself, but I don't know if I am either. When I do,
you want to try?
I do either things. I think. But the memories are hazy and
So, before 2 weeks ago, did you also feel like you hated every other living creature on this planet?
I hated how tired everyone was. Never enough energy to talk about some things that are important.
Like what?
Like my mother's deal with Klaus. All of the deals she made to keep the town running, she wouldn't trust me with it.
Do you think that was because she had no energy?
She always blamed it on being weak and tired. But then when I left, she clearly had the energy to open an old book and open a page, rip it out, put blood on the floor.
Maybe she was just trying to...
Cullis came in, he thought she made me. Now I've been second guessing myself. It wasn't from the elder. The elder kissed me. That was weird. But this feels like it was the right thing. She drew things in her book that looked like something I saw when I wasn't.
Have you tried talking to Isla?
She becomes a mutant memory when I am like this. But I think I am Isla, or a remnant of her good conscience.
Good conscience.
I don't think there's much left to do.
So you've not tried talking to her?
Oh, but I embody her.
Yeah, but does she embody you?
If Isla was still alive, without the curse, but all of the afflictions she had in the last 2 weeks, and still no mother, I would say yes.
Are you able to try and put yourself together? You should. You can do it indoors.
5 or so hours before I pull apart again is a very painful process, and I don't know that I, the stable one, will be here when I reach. So much anger I feel Ida, she takes it and doesn't know what to do with it, just pretends like she never went away, never became me. She might not even recognize you.
Maybe not. Is there anything you want me to tell her?
Tell her to tell her to look in the drawer beside Mother's dresser.
Sure.
There is a journal in there describing her. I don't know. The only thing in this house left is a piece of paper addressed to Isla, and it would make her mad. If the body's still on the floor downstairs when she comes back.
You figure it out. Eventually, you just keep moving.
That's what she said.
You hear and then it sounds like the whole body just falls over. And then you get like this like inwards and outwards gurgle. Sounds like it's coming from 2 directions. The wrong type of a double-sided speaker. Straight from the belt.
The only type.
About 15, 20-minute period goes by of this disgusting, silent, almost sucking sound, but it sounds like stomach grumbling internally, but add with a kind of vacuumous sucking sound. There's no sound of like further muscle tissue ripping or sinew sounds, nothing like that, just a strange rumbling inwards. 15 minutes go by, and that sucking stops, and there is no sound. But you hear very, very faint.
I'll just keep waiting.
In fact, it actually even more starts, it's just like the one thump. Builds back to 2. Minutes go by. She's still unconscious. At this point, you take a better part of an hour just being beside her in this whole process. I'd say that conversation was maybe 25 minutes, and then basically 40 minutes of sucking sounds, followed by peaceful quiet, in uncomfortable silence. You hear downstairs. The front door you know you couldn't open. Body hasn't moved, but bumps on the heartbeat are regular.
Okay, I don't think...
I'll go to the body.
Blur.
I'll just gently shake her awake.
Or try it. Yes, maybe not. Maybe with more patience.
You actually, you see her, or you definitely don't hear that.
Weaker than yours.
Yeah, it goes like. You watch her kind of like roll over and go.
That would be really unfortunate.
Rise and shine.
Colors? You watch another Isla, different voice, kind of start to sit up, and she says your name, and then you hear kind of like breath escape her.
You feeling alright? Yeah. Briefly, but. Are you aware of the other you?
And you get blacked out for a few hours. Did you find me on the floor?
No, I was talking to you.
Why is someone at the front door?
Oh, I don't know about that one.
She kind of holds her face, gets up, realizes that she's kind of been sitting in a pool of blood, and no clothes. Well, there's rags on the top of her, like an upper half rag. She looks very embarrassed for a quick moment, and then takes the small spiral stairs down. You hear her quickly and quietly kind of disappear, doesn't say another
I'll
word.
just keep following it.
Okay, you follow her down, and you hear something open. Another sound of a large cupboard opening. You hear sounds inside, very faintly. Cupboards.
Okay, so someone is...
A drawer shuffles open.
You don't seem worried about the two bodies you just walked past.
What? Oh god. What, you see she's like basically got like a semi-dress pulled over her. The upper half is still completely ruined and in tatters. Can you please just store them? I
guess you're.
I'm gonna go to the door.
Look, Mother's still in the watch house with the...
Cicero, go away.
Oh, Cornell, you're here.
This is important. Go.
Are you talking to the
Come back
old
in
lady?
35 minutes.
Cornell, we're about to get attacked by a bunch of orcs.
I do not care.
I'm gonna come inside anyway, though.
Please do
not.
You hear the door twist, and it doesn't open.
I'll unlock it. Does it have a
Oh, no,
lock?
luckily on your end, I mean, yeah, I would say.
I mean, it might be a lift lock that I can't unlock anyway.
You just slide something through
do you mind if I grab this cover real quick?
Yeah. Why is
No,
this
I'll
stuff?
grab the cover and just block the door.
No, there was already cover blocking the door.
I put it
There was a
on.
few chairs also just hanging loosely. You just shovel them forward. She's like, I have no idea why that.
Oh, it's unlocked.
That 19.
Yep.
Gives a little bit of live, but it doesn't.
There's something heavy in front
The
of the
other
door.
version of you.
Can you stop saying that? I just need to figure out where we.
Would you?
How?
A little shove.
There's two
Cornell
of you.
asked us not to go in.
It's important you know that.
Cornell has many self-destructive
It's,
habits.
You're the one that killed
Does
these
it
people.
have more than just smoking?
that's
Are we
colours.
talking like
Oh.
suicidal?
You hear a door open in the back of the house. You hear.
I'm gonna go check on that.
Open the door and throw up.
If this is the same house,
Same house. The little kind of like sided gate area where you can bend around the side of the estate. Gives you about a 4 foot wide like side passage around the back. The front door is still barred. You hear at the back of the house a door open and the sound of vomiting. So you both kind of around.
Go check it out. I'll go check it out.
And you notice the girl who ripped her stomach open, separated, and flew as a bat thing in front of you at the dawn of the night. In one piece. And a girl, although a hastily put on lower dress, upper half, this not the same tattered clothes that.
The upper half still bat
Be
wings.
quick, come on, you're in game.
I'm gonna look for a window. You should drop her in that again.
Upper half still wings and stuff.
No wings.
No wings. Okay.
No wings. And a new type of a shirt, like hastily put on, white-ish tanned, tan pigment, but there's so many stains of blood over different spots of her clothing. It looks like she was either covered in blood and tried to put on new clothes, or sat in blood.
You have your body back, I suppose. I do not care. I do not care. Is this where you're hiding?
I'm gonna close the door.
You're being extremely rude.
They know you? Like not the debt collector.
No, they're not debt collectors. Not yet, at least.
Why? Nothing that can explain what's happening.
You need to check the drawer. Drawer in your mother's room. There's a letter there. It'll make you mad, but it's important you read it.
I'm leaving. And, Moki, come with me so you don't get killed.
Good idea.
Yeah. So now it's just...
It's just Cicero finding a window. Cicero literally finds a window almost straight away. There's a few, and I mean, if Moki's around the back, you're actually the person at head height to look in perfectly. So,
But his dex is
What do I see? I'll take a peek.
Surely he climbs up to the stick.
just like, yeah.
It's fine. I mean,
Yeah,
Doesn't even roll, stands on me.
He has boots of his own kind. His acrobatics is so good he
18
can.
dex.
Use an own gun and stuff. You know, Pathfinder.
Oh, fine, it's acrobatics.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. You look into the estate, framed in the small shaft of sunlight streaming through the gap in the shutter, or in the kind of small wall opening. Moki looks in the window that you can climb through, or you can go up to another window above.
And me and Moki left afterwards. I'm gonna go and hide around a corner of someplace.
With the dead chick.
She just went back inside and he slammed the door. He's being anti-helpful.
Yeah, and I mean, as you close the door, you can hear the footsteps coming in through a window, so you can hear Cicero entering. You can hear Moki
No,
outside.
you don't. Oh my god, you don't. 28.
Hey, roll out.
I guess when you still enter 10 feet, so you stay a good distance from.
I don't know if I would have just said that.
You're pretty close. Okay, so there's in front of Cicero, you jump in, and Moki kind of sees the same thing. Moki sees the corner of a table, of a countertop, or like a front central dining table. You jump in, Cicero, and see just beyond that tabletop there is two halves of a body pushed together. Left arm soaked to the elbow in blood, like completely red. Beside the body, also a heart, just exposed out of the table, not on the table, on the floor. two halves of a body that it looked to be dragged together from two sides of two areas of this room, pulled into just in front of the kind of central dining table.
It's just a dude.
Looks like it just kind of looks like a youngish dude. Two pieces of his silver and organs spread loosely across the floor. A lot of dried blood, strong coppery smell.
Wait, can Murky see this as well?
Yeah. You're seeing it through a window.
Whoa.
He's right there. Cicero's right in front of it. And just beyond that, Cicero, you notice that there is weird indentation in the ground. Two fully melted stumps that look to be similarly red, but you can tell it smells like a faint wax. And a paper that looks to have been basically like half covered in wax over the edge where these two candles are sitting either side of a small single piece of paper in the center. Looks like it's scavenged and kind of rough.
So there's a window at the back where she was on me. Like, did I see her when she went inside?
Yeah.
Okay. Out with a biscuit.
She looked like the girl before she ripped herself apart.
Yeah.
But in splotches of blood in areas where it looks like she could have been leaning or sitting in blood before she put on the clothes.
Oh.
You open the door and you're in front of Cornell. Cornell is was in the room with you.
If we stay here, we'll for sure be blamed for this.
That's what you hear outside. Cornell,
what's going on here?
Take some steps back.
Is this you or her?
It's her.
It's not me. It's not me at all. What are
Okay.
you doing?
Okay.
Who are you?
You don't remember me?
Letter.
Alright, she just kind of half steps over the body, creates another footprint of blood,
Are we
walks to the corner of the room.
Good.
We're trying to see if we are.
Okay.
I just had a chat with the other one.
What other one? There's
The
another
other
person here?
her. When she transforms, she's a different person. She doesn't
Oh.
remember it.
Okay.
I asked her to transform back.
Arrow, where's your mother?
Mother's there.
That's a dude.
That's a dude.
No, I got both the body.
It's only two
Well,
halves
let's see
of
what
one body.
Oh, okay.
Two corners of the room separated into two bedrooms.
Alright.
You're all you didn't witness them, but
Okay.
expect you should have found the mother or some sort of genetic.
Bro, where is your mother?
She exits the room holding a small piece of paper
Not too shabby.
and which looks like a folded letter and kind of two binders. Look to be kind of like formal paperwork binders. Yeah, the letter's kind of that might be the last thing I remember, which was, and she doesn't even say it, she just kind of narrates it in front of you. She just says, Collis was meeting me at the western edge of Elden for now. That was the last thing I remember doing with him. Okay, that gives me some, I think it's been, he was supposed to get to Termish, the edge of Termish and back. It's 3-4 days. Have I been out for 3 or 4 days?
Yeah, something like that.
Damn, you just lied, dude.
No, it's been like 3 or 4 days.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's been about 5 or 6 days in total. Since you've gone, 3 days with her back, and then two.
Yeah.
The first day you tried to go back with her, she broke off and flew away, but then 2 more days in this direction.
Do you
What a funny week we've had.
do you remember meeting an elder? I need you to try real hard to remember.
I remember there was a cave, blood writing on the wall. I remember. I think Carlos was supposed to be getting trading supplies for the treatment, and then I got led into a room. I don't remember the journey. I wasn't drunk. She opens. The letter was stupid. The dead one there. Oh God. And she opens another book. Flips to. The whole end of this book just has one phrase over and over and over again, because starting on the 29th of the 2nd, so 8 days ago, this is kind of like a journal of my mother. She just said, past the 29th, she says no dreams again. For 6 more pages. So the last time she wrote in this journal was 2 days ago? 3 days ago? But I recognize this, and she pulls up a horribly scratched image. It's the thing that the only thing I remember in the dark.
Thanks.
Ooh,
It's got a sword.
that looks like a trickster.
What is devious about this?
No, well, you got the horns, you got like the silhouette. It's not. I'm not saying like a race trickster. I'm just saying like a.
I knew you were racist.
See, I don't know why I can see that one, but my mother has 2 more drawings, and she flips to 2 other pages. She says they're all the same thing. Now, there's a whole actual book of information I could read out to you in 250 words, but I'll give that.
Yeah, can I have a look at that?
These are the other 2.
See, that's a mage.
She says they're all the same creature, just with different faces.
These are probably the 3 hags. Surprised me.
That'd be quite funny.
A creature with antlers in a dream.
What is it?
Dar.
Show us.
No.
They're basically just their drawings.
Damn.
They're horrible sketches of
I got him 1.
what my mother kept seeing in the dream over. And just sort of what she.
If she unless she's still reading at it, I'll hold my hand up. Can I have a look at it?
Sister, what does it look like?
Maybe she has a secret code or something.
She actually has 2. One looks to be like a binder of official ledgers. But you notice that the first half of the book is ripped out.
I'm gonna try to touch her hand.
Touch her hand, it's cold.
What's that?
Take this. That's the ledgers.
Really uncomfortable.
And are you proficient in Plano?
Plano? I'm trying.
Okay. This is a record of the dreams of Lady Montrose. It doesn't seem to be coming back more than 30 years.
I saw a fish.
You stole my dream journal.
Lady Montrose was obsessed with returning to a place she called the Dreaming Void. The text is graphic. It begins like an unusually peaceful but vivid detailing of a dream. These are pretty intense dream journals. Like, the first seems so rich with detail that it gives you a full picture of this woman's sister and her mother, who wanted to abandon her duties to her castle walls and find what lies beyond, with love in her dreams guiding her. But slowly they became less and less detailed until the most recent date, starting at 29/02/1454, which was 8 days ago. Finally, she seems to write the final blurb in despair, that she's been driven from her dreamlands, describing her memories of the dreams as being more desirable than her waking life. Her 2 daughters, Isla and Willem, and her husband, her writings become less coherent and more unstable as she is unable to re-enter this place she loves. Each following entry of the 29th and the 30th is filled with bare frustrations, some of them at the end simply read no dreams again. But you realize that the rest of this book filled in at the top, like talking about dates that haven't happened yet. No dreams again. No dreams again. This goes beyond 8 days before him. And at the very end of the book, you see those scrolled pictures, detailed images she references as view my appendix for imagery of horrifying beings. The one specific date outlined, the 21st of the 2nd month, so this would be 7 days before No Dreams Again. She talks about meeting a powerful being who promised her a path, someone back into the land of the dreaming void. If certain rituals are performed, in addition, Laszlo narrated in one of her final dreams of actual death, how in the dream she could understand a text or a language she called the winds. Most entries seem to consist of, throughout most of it, words just until the most recent chapter pages and journals. She is unable to understand with clarity what outside forces are trying to say. The dream of her family, that's all with good detail of what the husband says to her. This is written, couldn't understand what the grey elf spoke, but now it is clear.
I don't know if it's important at all, but her mother's an elf, apparently.
And Cicero, the page on the floor is this page. Covered in wax, blood red wax, on 2 sides that have kind of melted over it. And this has drained of ink, this bottom one.
What is it?
It's the same one.
Doesn't look like the same page.
Okay.
Looks as damaged, but not burnt. Like as tanned, maybe of a similar age. Not burnt. And is also ripped from a binding of the book, which is not here, maybe.
What is it?
Path of Devotion is gone.
You know that funny bit of paper you read out in the boat?
Yeah.
Is
The
that,
TI-9 on top?
is that
That caused all of those fish and the day of Cornell's death.
Do you have that? Or did you give it to me?
It's on the boat with him.
Yeah, that's gonna be gone.
Well, we have this now. But there's one last path.
Okay. Paths for what?
Remember there was 3 paths for bringing someone back to life, I think it was?
Right. Devotion, fire, and...
Oh yeah, devotion is the one that's missing.
What was the third?
The devotion.
What were the first
Is the whole thing missing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Life?
Yeah, path of life, path of fire, and then path of devotion is missing.
I
Well, that's
remember
great.
that painful experience of ripping apart, so maybe that's a good thing.
Have you ever heard of a god called... What was the god's name?
Bellaris.
Bellaris.
You make a religion.
I mean, I could as well, but...
Dirty 20.
Oh, sweet. Do you think I would know anything about this god? Or...
You totally could.
I like winter.
In fact, it's more related to elves than any other pantheon, so...
Well, that's really good.
There's only one god, and he's cool. All the other ones
25.
are alright, I guess.
Good. So you guys get to hear some new lore that we'll cook. Whoa. So the Old Father of Trees is considered the oldest in the Elven pantheon.
Sweet.
His daughter
The coolest.
is Amara, goddess of the world oak and mother of trees. Bellaris, god of weather and winter, and is the first brother of the Old Father. But his imagery is depicted as having half a male face and half a female face. Then you've got Damino, the Lord of Water. He is the second son of the Old Father. Sorry, second brother. There's no siblings. All siblings. And then there is the Lindalia is the last one, and she is the first and only daughter of the old pantheon. Well, most of them all seem to be like the brother relationship. This is the only daughter, and she is the god of the five rings, goddess of the unknown. Lindalia. Lyin. So yeah, I want to totally understand that is a major religious significance to elves, but more in the ways that northern side elves would have like temperament over weather. They've always had pretty good control over that, but sometimes it's good to aid the stars.
It's like that
It's
Poseidon
the god of
equivalent.
weather, winter.
Yeah,
It's to the east,
I'm aware.
which is this like whole thing with elves about where they came from. So they believe they brought weather with them.
He's also
Elven deity.
the god of change,
That makes sense.
depicted in two phases. The other her hated him. There's a mural upstairs.
I've seen that mural since I was a kid.
Your mother worshipped him?
She paid her respects, I think, because it's this whole thing about looking back at where you came from and moving forward.
Apparently her mother
Like, you look
was.
back to the east and always move west. That's what Mum always said.
Apparently her mother was jumping from god to god, looking for one that would do what she wanted.
Okay. Yeah, it looked like she was having trouble with her dreams. Was she full-blooded?
No,
Quarter.
she was probably half or 3/4. She was more than me, for sure, but she's a bit. Actually, I don't even think I'm really elf. I think I'm human. You can't even see pointed ears. That's why it's just weird. But Isla walks over to a bookshelf, which you see Cornell had already put up, like facing, so the books are kind of leaning backwards, like she knows exactly what she's looking for, and pulls off two books. One of their interpretations is in Elvish.
I read that.
Oh, really?
The author is the same, which is interesting. So you see the book in Elvish is The Myths and Tales of the Ancient Menmir by Cliff Legend.
Cliff Legend.
And
very useful.
the other one, which is the interpretation of waking dreams. And she opens, like in front of you, she opens them on the table and she says, I'm pretty sure I saw Mum spinning over these books before. You see specifically, when detailing the three major deities worshipped in Mimir, close to one of them you can see scribbles on the side where ink, like printed parchment and ink stains right side by side. One of them you notice, the mother of Omen. Mothers of Omen.
Funny.
The Laris. The one you notice. And specifically when detailing
Do we know where
Western facing gods.
Never mind. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Won't keep me up at night. Don't worry.
She has written down the side. She refers to the Western lands as hypnotically induced activity. The Western lands have become some strange addiction to fatigue and an almost lethal refusal to be idle, working to death. The book, sorry, one more time. The book notes that to the land to the west, after the devastation of 1155, the land has become even more primal and unable to give a good night's rest to any in the land. This results in outsiders growing fatigued personalities as their former selves. This is her writing on the side. Fatigued personalities as their former selves over days in the west become drained. Well, drained. Laslin's final notes. Exhaustions, poisons range from flora to fauna to the west. And Lasl, in my mind, he writes, is connected to the western pointing star of Nanut. You've heard before, but that's the third god worship, the three major gods of Menmir.
Molosvarman, Balaras, and Nanut.
Nanut, goddess of sleep, rest, and love.
Yeah, she was, well, the other her was saying that she hated the fact that people are tired.
My mother was crazy, so just don't take anything she says to be serious. Okay, we're all better off just not listening to her.
I think your mother is the reason you're the way you are currently.
Forgetting all my memories?
Letting something else take over.
So we gotta get the priest around here, right? There's no priest in TOR'GARD, but you guys sound like you're packing.
Well,
We're gonna talk to the elder.
I mean,
Well,
if you need a priest, I'm right here.
the priest?
He is technically a father.
Wow. Do you know any rituals of demon banishment?
Yeah, that's probably not gonna
exorcising?
work. I don't think it's that kind of curse.
Priest.
I'm not.
So you're gonna cut yourself in half later and grow wings again?
Every day.
Her eyes kind of like lose focus on you for a second.
That sucks.
Maybe longer than a day.
You're talking to such a plain voice, I believe you.
She didn't attack you?
She seemed like she needed to talk.
Right.
She definitely seemed aggravated at first, but not really in any fighting form. So I didn't really try to provocate her.
They did this thing before as well.
Like, who is this guy? Do you know him?
Yeah, that's Klaus's son.
Oh, that's Klaus. Well, that's great. We don't have to kill him.
Yeah.
Wait, by the way, Klaus is coming here with like a goon squad.
It's about this time you hear, very distant, even through stone, the kind of quiet marching sound. On now, like maybe you didn't hear them before because of different material. This is now some sort of like hard dirt floor where the sounds of some small amounts of armor is making clanging sounds, repeating and hitting forward.
Moki, did we leave right after you helped him up?
Totally. We have to get to you guys. Okay,
Yeah.
so you should probably have close to 20 minutes, though you wouldn't know that because they were investigating the watchtower and they got destroyed as well. You've got, like, after you see Cornell shut the door, Cicero jump through the window, you see a crime scene inside of the building. Sophia's like, maybe bad smell.
Yeah, we should leave. We'll be blamed for this ritual sacrifice.
Probably.
But
Yeah.
you probably shouldn't go the way of that demon thing either, right?
Where should we go?
Because he went to the coast, so we shouldn't follow the demon.
The blacksmith. Someone didn't want us inside, so the blacksmith suggested around the corner to the east.
Of this building.
Oh, this building. Okay, so.
So we have to we have to hug this corner here.
Not the blacksmith, so.
He can't fit inside. So you and Shiro can stay around there.
I mean, there's some bush.
Is there like a crypt? Is there a crypt around?
Doesn't seem to be.
That's a crypt in the middle of the village.
Is there anything behind? Is there anything else in that direction, like house-wise?
Kind of, no, just trees.
So
Just trees.
there's-
And
a shovel,
then
right?
there's
No
clearly
reason.
a path and a sound of there's marching coming from this way.
Come to the window. What are you doing?
Horses can lay down.
We're in the middle of really important discussion right now.
Yes, and I'm trying to vent. How tall are the main doors?
I'm just hot.
I
I'm cooling off.
9, 10 feet tall.
Oh, perfect. So
Leave my horse body out.
he will be able to walk through these doors.
Yes, yeah. Probably the only doors you could definitely come
Yeah, I'll be
from.
the bomb.
You do see
Go inside. Break
there is
inside.
some sort of like a tapestry that gets hung out the window, but it's not like a
Into them all.
I really read my notes.
And around the door.
Shit, there was nothing interesting here on this tiny
That is not true. There's a few interesting
There
things
are
here.
interesting things, but there's nothing here.
Yeah.
You're right.
I will. Yes.
That is by far the worst
There's a
house.
level.
Oh,
Guys,
what if we
one
go
of this
find
town
this
is
Eldar,
away from
and
this
we
town.
I'm
steal
currently
this.
ramming that front door
It's not a town, it's 4 buildings.
because you can enter it.
There are-
It's 9 foot tall.
So,
and
1,
it's a
2,
piece
3,
of
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, I can't tell.
There are 3 more buildings that aren't on this map. That's the town.
Oh shit! Wow.
That are all this size.
Yeah.
What the hell does it mean?
1,
And they're going further
2,
out
3,
here.
4, 5,
What?
6,
How many?
7, 8,
You just need to get them outside.
9. So there are 12 buildings.
12 buildings.
That's a hobbit hole. That's a hobbit hole. That's a hobbit hole. That's
We're trying to bash down the door,
Yeah, it's a
apparently.
normal setback. Yeah, but that door is massive. It's also
Why did you get Shiro to do it? He's stronger than Bartlett's blood.
Wait, which door are you talking about?
Your, the front door.
Front door.
The one that has a bookshelf in front
Can I
of
make
it.
a strength check for me?
I'm not going to bother.
This is a DC 20, because it's been...
Okay, so
I
I
can't even
failed
beat
the
that.
first one, so Shiro is going to immediately take over.
There's
Excellent.
2 bookshelves in front of it.
Cool, so Shiro is going to now try.
DC 20, you can still bust
Can I
the door
help
open.
Shiro? I have to
Um,
succeed on DC 15 to help, right? 10.
Just plus my strength,
And it's
right?
just plus 2.
I 2.
Hang on,
I'm glad you're strong again.
David,
I rolled a 3 minus 1.
David, I have a question. So strength 28, brackets plus 2.
Okay.
Too bad.
Oh.
The plus 2 could be a rate, like,
If it could be like 26.
Oh no, that was me adding plus 2.
Is that 26 to 28 or 28 to 30?
28 to, it was 20. Yeah, so basically the dog's got minus 2 wisdom and plus 2 strength.
So it's 30.
So no, it is 28.
Okay, so it's 28.
They had 26
So
before.
5, 6, 7, 8? Plus 8. Plus 8.
Plus 8, and then plus, no, you don't get
no,
that.
28 is plus 5, plus 5. It's 30.
28 is
So it's 21.
21. So one door splinters inwards and completely launches. All of the 2 bookshelves, one of them falls forward, one of them just swivels 90 degrees. And like realistically, it's a shoulder charge, so it's a low, so the bottom part of the door dislodges.
I literally ignore everything that might be happening there.
You're just helping me
Like,
get through the
there's
fucking door.
She's still covered in blood, and
Now,
it's like,
and the girl comes with you as well, so everyone is moving into this place, which is cool. At this point, you're hearing to the back of the room here,
It's pretty cool.
What the
the
hell
back
are
of
you 2 doing?
the building, you're hearing...
you are being quite a nuisance. He needs to hide.
Go to the trees. You're a horse.
The trees around this town are very thin.
He's quite easily seen as not a horse.
Find some
Are
other
you going to
building.
close the front doors?
Yeah, so I'm going to close.
And border again.
Yeah, I mean, I'll
They're
leave.
not, the one door that you busted open isn't closing properly, but you can, affix it to the side of the door.
I'm gonna leave, but I'm gonna pull it back from the outside,
Okay,
and then
so-
like that off.
You busted so a bottom part of the door can still fit your body walking through it because it's splintered the wood open enough to fit your full height in.
Make a sign saying we're out for lunch.
But you can border it up from the inside. That's going to be the best way of actually covering that hole.
Yeah, it should have.
Busted from the outside.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're on the inside corners,
And
or is he coming back out?
no, he's staying.
He's staying.
We'll border and defend.
Okay, so you're outside.
Yeah, I'm going to head towards the bay where that big monstrosity was walking
Cool. I want you to make me a perception check first.
Yes,
Then a
sir.
stealth check.
It's been 45 minutes since
It has been.
Roxanne.
Yes,
to. Wait. Maybe I can bullshit
We'll
this.
see what conversation you can make up with one dude in a dock.
So perception. 16.
Not bad. Okay. So
And what was the other one?
so stealth.
There's a monster attacking
Fucking
me.
hell,
You're good at that.
rolling shit. Stealth is awful. 5.
Okay. So you get back to the well where you would be crossing back into the main street, and you see behind you, quickly approaching, there are 2 bestial-looking doggies, green skin and covered in spines on their back. They are galloping their way towards you, and they're about height with you, about 5 feet tall.
Okay.
Well,
No,
actually, with its
Shut up, man,
overly hunched shoulders.
I'm
You're a bit tall.
5'4".
Yeah, with your armor and all your things, you're up with it. Doesn't stop them from almost outmassing you in terms of body size, which is kind of weird to say because I think your fur just makes you look bigger, kind of. So they're approaching you. Everyone else is gone. You are now at the edge of the street.
Yeah, I'll keep walking, but if they attack, I'm prepared.
I show up ready to get mauled in the street.
Yeah, the dogs get get back to you when you, they kind of keep making short pace, but they've got 30-foot speed, so they get up to you just slightly quick enough where you like at the border of the town, you're planning to head to the dogs.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, you get to the border where the town area is, and these two dogs begin to assail you in a weird way. They just start to bite at your leg straps. They're
like nibble or chomp?
Like trying to not even bite your legs. They're very. It's an interesting type of like feralness. They're very specific. The dogs reach for your like leather straps.
I assume you remember the
calf
debuff
muscles.
I have.
I don't think these things count.
It's the one that
Animals get bonus.
animals.
Bonus plus 2.
Animals and nosy. Yeah, they wanna nibble on me. They get back through the street.
Do me that animal handling.
Plus 10.
Nice.
I rolled 2. I'm just rolling absolute dog shit. Dog shit.
Roll. Second roll again.
No, this is like the 5th.
Oh, okay.
This is the scene of how Ray gets mauled in the.
They've all been below 7 rolled. So 12.
12. Okay. God damn.
Hello?
That's a 2 and a 9.
Why is your handle animals?
That's horrible.
Because proficiency and then because of trait.
What's
Not trait, but like a default.
armor class?
21.
Come on, yeah, none of these don't.
Because they get Panda Affinity Wild Evolution.
Wait,
They hate you, but for some reason they also love
Yeah.
you.
Grabs are against CMD as well.
It's a weird one.
What is?
Grabs against CMD instead of.
Oh yeah, they're not grabbing him just yet. They're trying to like tear off his pieces of armor.
Nibble, nibble,
Wait,
nibble.
you should-
Bow, bow,
Attacking
bow.
his armor.
Nibble, nibble,
You
nibble.
shouldn't tell David to CMD, so he can
Do
speed
you
up.
want it?
Sure.
My CMD
I think
is
it's something,
18.
Both of them still missed, like trying to attack you. So they're biting at your armor plates on your legs and trying to like bite them off, but you can just manage to like twist your leg and they have no grip on your armor and it twists off. So
Is there a way I can just hold them at bay? This is probably not. They're
you
5
could,
feet
but
tall.
in the way that they would also hold you at bay. It's the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. If I can just like hold them both.
Okay, I'll make a roll check then.
CMB.
Against the CMD, which is 15.
So I roll plus CMB.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is it
16.
plus your CMB?
Yeah, it's the bonus.
It's a CMD
Cool.
bonus.
What'd you get?
16. I rolled an 8.
And I rolled on your CMD an 18.
Okay.
No, your DC is 19.
Where's my DC
You're at
19?
BAB. You haven't updated the sheet.
Oh, cool.
I rolled an 18, so that's okay.
Oh,
It still works.
Oh.
And then the second one to hit got a nat 1, so it doesn't get anything. So you and a dog go into a chokehold with each other. It basically wrestles you to the floor, kind of. You're half prone, half of this tug of war. And the other dog is reaching over its friend to try and harm you. This tango happens in the
I am
space
harming you.
for maybe 30 to 40 seconds. Right? They 5 rounds. At first, one of them seems like it was going for you, and then you actually just feel it like ripping into your backpack. Like,
No.
while you've got one, you can still attack technically the other one if you want to. Like,
I
you
would
wanna
be
make it lethal?
screaming right now.
One dog is just like straight up got its teeth around your ankle, but one of
I
your
would've
metal
seen
plates
that
are
in
is
my
just
brain.
holding you in locks,
So,
and the other one is wrestling your back.
oh, in that case, well, that means I have one hand free. Alright, can I try and get another jerk in, chuck it behind me?
Yeah, you're entering the area where like the the blades are, but
Look, I know you probably want the jerky, so
you-
go have it.
You move it, and at the moment you're trying to throw it, it rips it out of your hand and almost like carves up your hand.
Look, that
Just
is,
in that, like he's on your back, so he's ready.
there is a better way of doing this. We can be diplomatic.
You're sure I'm talking to the dog. Just like,
There's a little angry guy.
you see bending the corner. Now there's after 30 seconds of manhandling the dog and getting some jerky out of it for it to be eaten again.
Funny.
These two boys.
Would you like to take your dogs back?
Yes, where? What are you?
You hear yell from what looks to be a white-haired old man, red cape, chain, some sort of like semi-knightly attire.
What's King called?
Tanned white.
Oh, okay.
Very important to know.
Well, I thought it was going to be red.
Why?
Well, everything else is red.
You don't want to meet a red guy down here. Let's just be a man covered in blood.
But yeah, I saw that.
Tieflings are real.
It was full of blood.
Yeah.
Tiefling just been called.
Even Cornell's basically been covered in blood.
good.
Stuff.
Yeah. I am of no consequence. Are you going to take your dogs off?
They only.
They're eating my jerky.
And you see him like, he's got a mace. You see him tap the mace on one of the chests of one of the other orcs, and he whistles, and you see the two dogs just like open their mouth and just like take whatever chunk of you they were trying to pull off and just let go, like more like a bulldog. They just weren't actually ripping off; they were just holding, like that death grip. And the other two just don't seem to speak other than grunt. And the human.
I am Rudy. I am the knight of this town.
Oh.
And I've never heard of you before. Did you pay the toll?
That's important.
Yes.
That's a lie. Why would you lie?
No. I wasn't answering that. I was gonna say, yes. There is a problem with that. Have you seen the tower over yonder?
11 hours.
We're trying to figure out what happened.
Yeah, so a dragon attacked, a Hydra dragon. We killed it. We
One of you.
Well, our party, who is me and not here, we killed it. Also, there was another.
Points to his bag on the ground. Me and not here.
And made our way over to this town. Your tower guards did not make it, however.
One problem with that. Are you lying?
About us killing.
About paying the toll.
Well, I didn't actually say I paid the toll.
We believe that there is a monster. Chunks of its bone were found at the edge of the tower.
You're oh wait, there's nothing else. Well, I mean, if you want.
You mean a dragon with wings?
Is the body no longer there?
There's no body.
It was there 11 hours ago.
We checked an hour ago.
Well, if you would like proof, go to your blacksmith. He has 2 heads in his basement.
We're right beside him.
You see the blacksmith opens the door. Not for nothing, sorry. Closes the door.
Okay, so we have a liar.
That's inexcusable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His initial lie was that I only have 100 gold as well.
Yeah.
That was like straight off the bat. But he's a bad liar. This one, you guys could all tell he was lying. Rudy seems just like...
I like to see the best in people. And this guy don't...
Rudy sees the best in the lying Durga. And looks at you with a kind of level
He is
of like...
clearly lying.
Well, I'm sorry, but I have better trust in my town than someone like you. No offense.
Is this
Are you from the
xenophobic?
West?
From the east, right?
Nope.
It's east from this
No,
position.
no,
No, it is west.
It's just the rest of the country.
Yes, I am from the east. West.
Okay. Look, we got everything that's west is just weird.
Yeah, samurai
We
swords.
don't know what comes out of there. Oftentimes,
Because
just
those
from
are
the...
west.
They're western.
Only it's not this.
You know, we have the Wild West in the West, and then also Samurai Japan.
It's two opposites so close to each other.
What westerners are they?
Ancient culture versus modern
That's what
culture.
they're called.
Look, it's just 2 civilizations growing up on their own, and very diverse.
Damn Easterners and their
Aye.
AK-47s.
By decree of the air,
See, elves.
you will be permitted to head back the way you came. Since you have brought
Yeah, get out.
just yourself and a trail of blood. A bigger trail of blood than seems to be coming from you. I have a feeling that there are many liars here.
I thought the leader of the scout party was not Laslin, but
Yeah, Klaus. Just on the corner where you can see. He doesn't give any sign.
Why are you looking for Klaus?
well, no, I just expected Klaus to be back soon.
How do you know Klaus?
Because the blacksmith told. Do you believe that I am?
No, I didn't. No.
Do you believe that I am knowledgeable of this town? I have just arrived.
Do a strange thing. And you know the blacksmith, and he
Would you
knows
like-
a bit.
Would you like something to know? You are strange to me. So together, we are strange.
Do you like to drink?
Tea.
Tea might mean something else in his language.
Yeah, it could be hard alcohol.
It's okay.
If you want the type of light leaf, I'd suggest going to the general store.
I'm still allowed to stay now.
See? Yeah. He's warmed up to me.
Provided you can tell me where all of that blood from your trail came from.
Well, I did. It was from a hydra dragon. I can provide you with proof.
Ah, yes, the dragon.
Except it's in the basement of your blacksmith, so...
I can't legally. I can get my orcs in there, and they can scour the first and second floor.
Well, it's in the basement.
There's no problem with law in that. I have to check with my wife.
Who's the judge?
No, he turned from a xenophobe to like a lad.
You can see he's kind of trying to work on boundaries. He doesn't really want to be like anti against new people. You can tell that.
New
But
people.
you were getting mauled by a dog, so you can.
Look, if it makes it easier, I can just talk to the blacksmith for a second, and he may show us. I go and knock on the blacksmith door.
Yeah, Rudy just stands there and whistles.
Oh, wait, patient.
I know it's home.
Let me finish my business.
What do you need?
Yar.
May I have a word real quick?
You see the door open a tiny bit.
Let's get in here.
How tall is he?
He's probably almost matching height to you with armor, so
Alright.
5'5".
Is I get in here?
Big
Alright,
wall.
so I enter.
Hey, you can finally do a quick slash.
Closes the door and says,
You can cut right here.
He would take the dragon's head as evidence, and you just never get any profit from it. It's just one.
What about one scale?
But then he would know if there's a dragon head. He won't take the whole thing.
What if...
That's the
I don't trust
Don't do
Rudy.
that.
and you can tell that he probably thinks he's less trustworthy than Rudy.
You know, I instinctively more trust more because well, I'm not going to kill anyone. But
That's what you
this
say
blacksmith has lied to me. But who
At
do I?
least 4 times.
Who-
Just what I'm saying.
I've only
I'm
called.
not tallying.
I don't know. I haven't
I give an
sensed
insight
motives.
check. No, but he has a -4.
From what he said,
I've never
I
lied
at
to
least
you.
know
There's
one.
one person you can trust. It's someone greedy who's trying to keep a profit.
Because you know
True.
their goals.
But I'm not a merchant.
You know
Very
what?
true as
Yeah,
well.
right.
Businessman needs no
What's
respect.
money?
So that means you should trust the warrior.
So I think you
because-
should just give me one scale, and if he takes it, I'll tell him you have no more.
I haven't even got one scale off yet.
We can cut it. I can cut it off quite easily.
Okay, I just want to let you know that enchanted items, it's still a lot of effort.
I cut a few off earlier. It was quite easy.
Okay.
Wait a minute. I cut a few off earlier.
Also reminding yourself that it did take an hour each time you went for a scale.
How
But
big
yes,
is a
you-
scale? This big? Oh fuck!
Big.
I'm carrying that
I
around.
got dinner
3 of
plate.
those little plates of your.
I forgot I had this in my backpack.
Yeah, I mean the neck whole thing, like it's probably a neck alone that reaches our roof. Like it's a 10-foot tall neck.
No, I gave him the heads to carry back. But I would have. I go back outside.
Rudy's about to knock on the door and you see his hands there and you open the door and he goes, "What?"
My mistake. I totally forgot though.
You see as you're pulling stuff out, there's 4 orcs.
I totally forgot I had this in my backpack. And I just pull out like an inch of one of the scales.
Okay.
So this is half of a dragon scale. Proof of our kill. And I move it back in. You're like,
I mean, yeah, that's proof. I mean, I don't. Oh, I think you said that armor looks quite nice. Like, you probably came from some sort of wealthy place. Probably could get those dragon scales cheap. What are they worth each? Maybe like 150 gold, 200 gold each.
Just look at it.
Selling those things around town be running us dry.
Here, take their cut me the shadows.
I'm also prepared. Like I'm you know.
You're not holding the stance.
I'm just laying on my thing.
Like,
But,
The only thing
you
of
know,
value
pretty much
we have
everyone
is
with a sword
dragon
does this
scales.
anyway.
You can't eat dragon scales.
Everyone with a samurai sword.
Yeah.
Look,
Well, it's shit. It's cheap.
if you want to get some actual good profit from it, then in about 7 days, assuming you've got a place to stay, the boat comes back from Kings Bay and they'll buy dragon scales for much better than you get them here.
Seems like a fine thing.
Yeah.
Nothing could ever
I
bad
was
happen.
letting you stay for 7 days.
But yeah, I would like to know where you came from, please. Stage.
It was south from here, right? Yeah.
Northwest. Sorry, northeast. Northeast. I'm wrong. Sorry.
I thought we went north from.
Yeah.
Well, no, not from where we embarked or where we got from, but from the camp where he died.
Where he
Yeah,
died,
yeah.
you came, so you
So
came
it's
down southwest.
right? Or
But
southeast.
then that means northeast is where you came from.
Yeah.
No, because
So we.
this is the same thing we talked about last. So it's underneath it.
Oh no, we're
That's
joking.
where it is.
Isn't that
That's what
the?
men there.
Isn't that last session's like
That's
amended
traveled.
direction?
So you came from
Oh wait,
south.
so it's
Yeah.
direct east.
But it's
So from
you
us, it's
came
northeast.
from a
You
northeastern
traveled
side.
northeast to get to where this place is. So you came from south.
We're from the southwest.
Okay.
Southwest of the continent.
Because I'm now looking at that, it's like kind of direct east. Anyway, we came from south.
But that's perfect. There are we've got other maps that have other
Okay.
interpretations.
We came from southeast, southeast.
So you came from a dead city.
Yes.
You know that land is basically cursed.
Yes, we found out the hard way. We fought through a few creatures and made our way back here.
I'm just going to.
And he walks past you, seems to suddenly avoid you, walk around the corner from the blacksmith, turn left down an alley, and disappear for a second.
Runs away.
The doors are in front of you,
Fuck
but
this shit.
he goes down this way, and goes down this street, and then disappears.
It's just
So-
like he whistles
There's now 5 orcs and 2
Five
dogs.
orcs and 2 dogs, and you hear
Are they
like,
within?
the dog. These guys are sticking. These guys are actually sticking back,
Grab
but
the boss. I was like,
Yeah.
I don't know what to do.
Go
I'm
escalate
not
the
paying enough for
issue.
this shit.
Why didn't you just stay in the house?
Well, because you
I'm
know.
surprised you didn't just go back to the blacksmith. It's like, okay, you're coming with me here now.
You're
No,
a
I'm
prisoner.
not here trying to kill anyone.
You're trying to.
You made a deal with me, we're accomplices.
Hey, I thought,
Very true. Very true.
I'm gonna have to show my face around here at some point. May as well introduce myself. And if I
Haven't
can
introduced
deter them
yourself.
from that monstrosity over there, which they'll instantly kill.
and you see exiting, you see a woman covered in a simple
No.
type of armor, but black, very much more plain looking, not the red, kind of like the deep red crimson girl he already has.
No.
This is my wife, Zelenda. She is the clerk.
Hey, you dance.
Townkeeper.
Oh wait, she's a cleric? Clerk?
Clerk. The chief
Oh.
clerk.
Zelda.
Zylindra, yeah.
It's Zendaya.
Like a shopkeep?
Yeah, like
No, a bookkeeper.
Like a clerk? Like a shopkeeper?
No.
I actually thought it was a clerk, like manager, not a clerk manager.
She's the chief clerk.
What does
Yeah.
that mean?
Oh,
I
look
thought
at
that was like
him.
the
Pays the
tradesman.
taxes.
Look at him. He's so small.
Oh, she's
She
not.
kind of bends the corner, and he's with her. He's like,
I don't trust the thing at all.
I wouldn't either.
Is this easily a near shot?
yeah, easily. He bends the corner, and then they're now both in view. She's got like, he's old and like grey white hair. She looks maybe like a decade younger than him. Like deep brown hair that looks maybe dyed. The curls in the corners of the front are white. This shows a bit of age. You see there's even like a faint pointed ear, like not as much as Cicero, but like a faint kind of tip at the end.
I don't have ears.
No, he doesn't, even with his cloak on.
This is Where did you come from? Please tell me. Where's it? What are you?
We came from the southeast.
You and your backpack.
I've already forgotten. Southeast, what?
You and your backpack.
Why my backpack
Because
specifically?
you said we.
Oh, yes, no, I'm here with others.
So, that's all my husband wanted to know is because we're pretty sure that, refugees, and I think you're a refugee, but...
Oh, we're passing through.
Oh, okay. I mean, I don't know about anyone else who's with you, but
Hey, I'm not gonna lie.
if you're...
Well, to a degree.
So bad at telling the truth, it's so sad.
Rudy's like, well, this is the nicest small animal in armor I've ever seen in my life. And
It's been nice.
Zelda is like, I think I would let... we've got a spare quarter in the shop,
We're happy to camp out in the forest.
Oh, that's almost more suspect than...
That was a little sauce, I agree.
Well, your town doesn't really seem like it has many accommodation options.
Basically none at all, actually. If you plan to, then you have to...
You'd have to build your own house.
Like we did.
Please add to our housing.
Yeah, that was really...
8 more.
And please don't join the forest bandits.
They keep coming over.
Which is warn you that it's the forest, the grove of Farina, off to the west, southwest. It's
that's nice. We love
it's cordoned off
I love Farina.
by the elder's hut. So,
Farina or Farina?
the PH.
Thickrina.
Farina.
She thick.
It's the upper. It's not the discount. It's the more premium version of Farina.
What's all the names? Okay, but one. This is worrying.
Marina Premium.
Wait, that was
Premium.
really
I know
good.
Farina from
Only 2 sacrifice dolls a month.
Yeah, it's premium because it has the advanced asylum better. It's asylum.
She was thick as fuck.
Yeah.
I really didn't pay attention.
Yeah, that's good.
So
I was too busy
I
with
kind
my
of I want you to roll me a diplomacy check.
I shouldn't Google that.
As far as
Because at this point,
Tolkien knows, there's only one god in the world.
Ooh, 15 plus 9. Not bad. So
24.
24.
Very good.
Okay.
Convince that man.
So what's your goal, ultimately?
Well, we need to find diamond dust to keep one of our cursed party members alive.
Gonna make a pickaxe.
We need to move around and
Need to be able
probably
to find
utilize your boat manager.
Give me your boat.
To trade emeralds, perhaps.
I could trade you sugarcane for
I have
emeralds,
bread, you
and
give
then
emeralds.
trade emeralds for diamond dust.
Minecraft. Give me an enchanting book right now.
You're a librarian, right?
I mean, you get to talk to old IP, who's just a delightfully boring old man.
Hey,
You want
yeah.
that boat, you just go talk to him.
Yes, I hear. And apart from that, we're probably just going to rest up a little. Wait for the boats.
Try to turn it off.
No, hold a second.
This is the only vibrant thing. It's like the curtains, and it's bright blue.
There's so many different meanings of the word clerk.
Yeah.
This person can be anything. They could,
Well,
They said chief clerk.
they could be a member of the clergy. They could be a literate or scholarly person. They could work in a shop. They could be a receptionist. They could be a senior official in Parliament.
she's probably all of them.
They could be a lay officer of a cathedral, parish, church, college, chapel, etc. Or they could be a person employed in the office or bank to keep records, accounts, or undertake
Yeah,
operations.
she's
You
probably
described like the same 3 things, but in 7 different
She
ways.
does all of those professions.
Yes.
And then one of those things uses the other things.
You're either a clergy member,
Nope.
you write shit down, or you work at a store. That's all you say.
Who writes things down
Those
anyway?
are all,
Sure.
they're completely different.
And a manager probably
There are
doesn't
a lot
lend
of
latitude.
intricacies that you
She's
wouldn't
wearing
get.
armor though, that's kind of sus.
Well, she's in armor.
Trying to kill
like
you.
military.
Pretty sus.
She knows
He's-
everything.
Not going to. He's the.
Now, Brady, are you keeping relative attention
Yes.
so that the street they're all looking down, they don't notice anyone?
Oh.
Weird?
Oh.
I will be keeping an eye.
I mean,
I'm
At
just
some points you notice it.
mostly I'm hoping.
It's a 10-minute walk away, so you can
What
see
was
the
your
stretch of
spell?
land, but that's still
I've
a
never
pretty
rolled
clear
stealth.
path to the dock.
It's already been like,
It's
like 45 minutes, bro.
I want to get that one.
So you got a 25 diplomacy.
It starts.
Yeah.
I think it's a couple of
24.
24.
Because
You wanted me too much.
on the floor with 7 spears in him, or there's 8 dead bodies in
Well,
it.
for the last thing before we go to grog, you
drowned.
are offered by
I
Zelenda
actually have a
to
plus
go to
19
bar
to swimming.
if you want to drink.
Yeah, but if you're
decline her,
drowned,
she will
doesn't matter.
just like
I can
I will
swim
respect
very
you.
well.
You
Decline
can't breathe
it.
water.
go
I
back.
can't breathe water.
Ben's back down the street where you
Weakness.
came from. It's like it's
I can swim basically forever.
But
That's
you
not
can tell
what
Rudy isn't
swimming
phased by it, and it almost looks like one of those things where he eye rolls.
She's always down that street.
That street, that one house.
She belongs to the streets.
Basically.
So,
She belongs to the street.
So are we going to?
That's a different profession entirely.
Why is there just a mass?
Look, honestly, it's because I thought we'd get more from you other than that there are people here that are your friends and they're cursed.
Yes.
That's a lot of information.
Well, no, just one of them. Well,
not a lot to go with.
maybe two.
Literally 3 of them.
1, 2.
3. And then
Well, I don't know your cursed. Oh, actually, maybe you told me.
The group has proclaimed that
Here's
he's
a demon
been,
inside
that
of
he's
it.
been weird.
Well,
I
literally
told you several
every
times that
single
he is
person
a
in
demon.
our group is cursed,
I'm not cursed.
including yourself.
Nah,
I'm not cursed.
I'm not cursed.
I just have a new body. I'm fine.
That's cursed.
That's
Well,
not
I
cursed.
haven't.
So
I
it's just
haven't
body
written
curse.
down that you are cursed.
There are levels of curse, like curse can affect multiple things, including physical.
Never mind. I turned the page and the first thing that's called
Well,
out
that's it.
dash
That's called
cursed.
curse in a different
It
way.
does have a demon inside of it.
It's a curse to be, not
Okay,
as
there
much
should-
a. It's more metaphorical and it's a
Yeah.
physical
There's
curse.
a proper terminology to use, and it's not that.
Yeah.
Well,
didn't like, move curse is not going to fix this.
While you are correct, a few of us
If you cast it,
may be cursed.
Where did you
It
go?
is
Is my question.
Where
Where
did-
did you go?
to get cursed.
No. When you
It's a
came
fifth
here
level spell.
with all of that blood,
Move
Yes.
curse.
where did your friends?
We went on separate ways. Mainly, we stayed at this blacksmith and walked over.
Okay.
Which is a lie.
No, that's true. We dispersed, and we mainly talked to the blacksmith.
I mean,
Literally,
Cornell napped him out. Bishop.
3 of us plus the
Like
little
hours.
girl. We all went to the. That is not a lie. We dispersed.
You are holding information back.
now, well, where is
Literally
What is a lie?
not.
You know
We
where all of us
dispersed.
are. Our whole group is in
You
this
do know
house.
where
Yeah, he asked what happened when we came here. We dispersed, and we talked to the guy for like a long time.
And she just asked where did you guys go? I guess you answered
We
We
did
used to
go
come
to
from
the
like.
menu?
Oh
No,
god.
where did you go? But
Yeah.
I mean, going to the blacksmith is actually a part of that. Like you're just cutting the end off.
Yeah. We came here and dispersed.
Make another diplomacy check.
Sure.
Pretty good. This is like you're really part of the line, but you're actually cutting it off in the right spot.
Wouldn't those be buff?
No. Because he'd be buff if he said,
I don't know what you're DCing for. It's very obvious this man doesn't want to let him know where we
very
are.
true. And I just rolled a 23.
Yeah.
So
It's all that guy's probably been around.
he doesn't make a face. Like he knows that you're not telling the truth. He just says.
Not telling the entire
He just says, turns around from the direction you guys were kind of looking, he walks direction, he turns around and says, just come with me to the, and he points to the tower. Just come with me to this tower here, and we can write up some formal documentation, and make sure that you can stay in the town, around the town for the next 7 days, excluding your...
Oh.
He's lying, he knows. But he is leading you to that tower.
So I can tell that you do not want to actually write up documents in that tower.
Oh, I do.
Which part? Wait, which part did he smirk at, or not smirk, but like?
It's not. It's
Wait,
not,
do you want me to-
that's not how sense motive works. I'm only telling you because he's got a 10 charisma, so he basically can't lie. He's doing what you're doing. He's teetering on that, like,
Okay.
he's not telling you what you're going to do in the tower. He's just telling you, get the tower to do.
Yeah. Well, what else are you planning?
You are lost here, and I talked with Zelenda, my wife, and she said there's a good chance that within one day of paperwork registration, she could have a type of temporary license given to you, granting you access to the town supply. Just, it's a complete lie.
Okay. You're gonna say, like, I talked to our wife, she said she could do a new pet.
That's what you did say.
Oh, never mind.
You said he was cute, yeah, immediately.
You will live in our house.
I am not interested
feature from a
in
bottle.
getting a license. If you do not want us to interact and boost your town's economy, that is fine by me. We will take our wares elsewhere.
Elsewhere.
Good night. I'll escort you.
Where's
I'll escort you back to town. Right. Get on the boat.
I'll escort you out of town.
And he's pointing still back in the direction of the tower. Back to
Go to the tower, cut his head off, and you're good.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, go to the
You can do it in one hit, I believe.
Cut off his face and wear it.
Okay,
we'll see.
then we will do
Then
your
you-
town
you switch
registration
back.
thing.
You get in the way.
He's buying me more time. This is great.
Oh, okay. That was a quick change. And he just begins to walk ahead of you, assuming that you'll drag on behind him. The two dogs are close to you, but they actually seem to just be kind of like waiting between you and like giving about 10 feet distance between you, the dogs.
What type of armor do these, sorry for cutting you off.
Most of them not much.
Not much?
Like hide, maybe sandbox. Okay, we'll get back to you. We'll go to Grog.
I've diverted them from you. Don't you dare show your face.
So, as Gorum is going to the dogs. Gorum.
Okay, I was gonna say.
Goro, catchy.
Fuck me,
From
dear Mike.
Persona 5.
So, how many rowboats are there?
Not visible, no.
None. Alright, so there is
There
like
is a
a
shack.
house.
There's one shack.
Okay.
Looks to be kind of like slightly bigger than this, but not by more than an extra 10 feet. So just a little longer, more rectangular.
Are there any birds on the shore?
There is a long enough dock, and the shore seems like a gravel beach. Deep sea.
With the side of his axe hand, he will bash on the one.
It's an old man out a window, and it's a shuttered window, and you can see only through the faint gap of light that's bounced off the course, like the shore and coast. You can see the little eye pupil through the crack in the shutter. He doesn't respond.
Weird. Can I hear him?
You make a perception check.
Don't bother, just say you can.
It's a 19.
Yeah. You can hear some minor some tiny wood shufflings, like he's moving things very quietly to try and do something.
Alright.
If you're going to just stand there, I'm going to break this door open.
Oh, I'm not! Please! Okay. Please. You see one, hand reach out, the door is, slightly open, and one hand is kind of, it's low to the ground. So it's waving at your stomach.
I am going to require a rowboat.
He's from Kings Bay. Yes.
From Kings Bay? That's way too far away. What about the Sleeping Lock? One of the nearby postal cities.
We're at the furthest point. We only get post through the barges and ships that journey weeks to get to us. There's no safe land around here. It's all water.
I know this is pirate waters.
It's the Sleeping Key. How do you know this place is for 2 weeks journey from the inn?
That does not matter.
As he slowly moves the bird outside.
Not important, you Kool-Aid man out of the front door. Just taking strapper like
I think I can fix it.
You have giant pieces of stuff sticking out of your back, and now they're holding chunks of door frame. As you walk out, your old man is still kind of muttering. Please, a bonus ride. If we just say nothing, please, I don't have much of it. Yeah.
Should have got those robots instead.
Right, well, this will become unconventional here. I need a pair of hands. And you're the only person who can come with me.
You grab him, you get like your hooked arm, like bend it around his back and kind of lift him up. You've got an absurd amount of strength, and in the small motion you do to kind of like to tap him on the back or pull him forward, and you toss him all of his body forward onto the docks. Half of his body is now like literally hanging off onto the water's edge, and it's just please. You didn't realize, you didn't mean to toss him. That was actually an absurd amount of strength. You're now fully moving.
You'll try to pick up an oar.
Are you the roaring beast to the south?
No, I'm the one who kills the roaring beasts from the south.
I'm the one who knocks. As he picks up.
Well, actually, just
You can't pick up.
He goes like.
there was a tiny raccoon that would do it.
Yes.
Classic Minecraft.
And then he picks up. He tries to find like any like sort of food amount in this house. It just kicks it.
Smash the front door in completely. Yeah, there looks to be like some sort of like a sack of rations or something like that. It's got kind of a foul smell to it, but the same way
He picks it up, he puts it on.
Now paddle.
As he sits on the boat with him on the back.
What the fuck? I don't know if this is gonna harm us.
You put your body weight on it, and the boat almost gets to like the water brim level. Holy shit, can it hold you? Let's go. It holds you, and then he tries to take 1 foot on, and you see the water like small laps enters the boat.
I'm not kidding. It's just you. If I hopped on here, but I could tow you. Where do you want to go?
The sleeping key.
2 weeks on a boat?
Ray, you're the only person at this point before you
It's
take
too
it.
far
You
away.
hear that. But like muffled as hell. Rudy, as an old man, could never have heard that. And it's definitely.
You know, if I wasn't surrounded by 16 million
Sons of fireworks.
who would just follow me, if I went to you, I would go.
They can kill them together.
If you want to kill that old man, that's on your
Kill
conscience.
that.
A 2-week journey with no supplies.
Yep. Well, with half supplies.
Like you're kind of balancing on this boat by yourself right now. The old man walks back into the house, drags out.
Fuck it, I don't care about my
You let your hostage free. What are you doing?
He pulls out another boat and drags it
Obviously,
to
he's
the
got
front,
Stockholm.
and seems to try and tie with the remnants of the rope you cut your boat to another boat,
Genuinely surprised.
and then walks kind of actually gets his whole body out to water, just kind of carries it out to sea, almost head height at a point. He's a pretty short dude, but the sandbank goes out a good distance.
I can get around this far, but I mean, what do you want? Why do I? Sleeping key? It's that way. Oh no.
Why not?
So Grok gets over.
I can deal with every other problem that we encounter.
Why not, little guy?
The sea leviathan sitting there. Be like,
I think
I will repay you for this debt.
You will take my money.
I mean, there's some comfort in this guy being through his life threatened by a demon. I want
horrific demon.
to just balance the threat with an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics. I'm actually good at that. Damn.
Why?
Because I got plus 11.
You need to beat 10.
I got 16.
Okay. So somehow the guy starts to try to drag you forward with rope tied to the back of another boat.
Also, Rock will be using his axe hand to
Or
as
to
a
actually
paddle.
create some of it.
Yeah,
Good, because you realize that he can't pull you
Okay.
at all. So the only movement you have is literally your arms. He tried to tie a boat to the front of your boat to tow yours, couldn't drag you. Because he's a kind of an oldish dude. And so now he goes,
I'm sorry. I might need to sever the rope because otherwise I'm just slowing it down. Okay, I'm gonna do it.
and he just untangles the rope.
You're gonna die.
Walks the boat back to shore because
You let your hostage go
This
again.
guy beat you.
I'm sorry you're stuck on a boat 10 feet out to sea. What is
10
He
feet.
just, in the end, he just sits there going,
It to work anyways.
She goes off away.
You have functionally one arm that can do pull. Like the other is
Wait,
is
he's doing a 2-week journey to King's Bay
with one arm.
and dark supply.
He's not even going to King's Bay.
He's going into those.
He's going to his.
But south waters are relatively peaceful, so you think you can get a lot further than you actually do. You get enough where the town is
Eventually.
still very visible, but the furthest parts of town you now cannot see.
You succeeded.
I'm heading to pirate waters so I can steal a pirate ship.
You're heading to water.
You know, realistically, if you just keep heading south, you'll find a pirate ship.
Yeah?
They'll come. You don't even have to go your total 2-week journey, you can just go south.
He's cutting
It's gonna go south.
He's like, I need to get there now.
You know, instead of finding an actual appropriate ship, he uses the first thing he can find that he doesn't have to create.
That's instinct.
Yeah, you didn't need a bird. You have an axe.
No, he doesn't have personal bones.
Well, no, he can chop wood.
Also, the work is his only anti, like it's actually a reverse movement. He can't.
This is some Theo.
He can chop stars. Make it stars first.
This is the most
He
Theo
helped
thing
build a
you've
metal
done so
ship. He
far.
doesn't
This
actually
is
know what
the
to
earth
do.
before water, so yes, actually, you're right.
I've been given superpowers.
Theo would just
I'm
walk.
billion strength and shit. I've no hands.
And you're like, I'm gonna oh, I'm sorry, strong. I was immediately get out of the
It's
campaign.
works intelligence. It's actually it's good.
18 intelligence.
Yes.
10 wisdom.
This makes sense.
10 wisdom, yes.
My God. Couldn't you just make yourself a sail at least?
No, I have
I'll
hands.
make things.
No, he can make.
Get somebody to make you a sail. You
No,
have a
everyone-
hostage.
The hostage fucking left him when he.
You had a hostage.
The hostage was useless.
It's alright. He's
He would just be
3
a dead
hours
corpse.
into it.
Wasn't he half an hour into
The hostage was
If you went an hour and an hour and a half.
Half an hour for a guy with one arm.
Which is that?
So we cut from rock, mission, target acquired, the distant, like, already visible. Rock didn't notice the ship. Your eyes aren't that good. You noticed the ripples coming from 9 hours away. That's how honed in you are to the surface of the water.
That's weird.
In before, it's just a giant fish.
Well, and your boat is has maybe about an inch or before it would submerge. Meaning that like every ripple is getting closer to the boat, potentially at the point filling with water. Like the weight of you sinks the boat so much that you're only inches from the water surface. So you notice every ripple. Cornell.
Cut some parts off yourself.
This is based off the conversation we left off before.
I should have need this back.
Expect so.
And what did you do?
21.
Give it a con.
This is kind of silent. There are a lot of things even in your mind that you've spaced out and intentionally repressed, constricted parts of your imagination. What Isla was experiencing and what Laszlo experienced. Did Cicero mention the journal writing? Writing 14 days into the future, where clearly she was in literal contact with some sort of dream entity, or perhaps something once connected to this world, while the elfin description seems to be capable of changing their forms from dream to dream. It seems to be the same entity within the description Cicero gives from the book.
Like those three seem to be the same.
These three seem to be the same. And Isla recognized this one. Didn't recognize the others. She said when she was in the dark, she saw that. The most did one maybe?
Did you think it was this one? Cheeky little face. Or this one?
I know that one.
Okay. It's the Gertie fruit.
But it seems that even some parts of what Cicero described, sometimes it would take on the guise of old acquaintances, family members, sometimes animals, even seemingly capable of controlling the strange environment, like weather. He seems to think that creature has that level of control. Whoever, whatever it was, obviously had a lasting impact on his mother, forcing her to go into his dark arts. I mean, you can't see what she made on the ground, but you cleaned up portions of her vessel off the ground. These things add into an unstable parental person. In the same way that 8 days ago, 7 days ago, is the first day you can remember after coming back to that place. 7 days ago, you came to the prison.
How long has I came inside?
Yeah, kind of started to go under these windows. We can talk about, but you're hearing just past this point. You hear the sound of a small shooter walk past the building, given in mind. The dogs moved ahead 4 minutes before, with much quicker succession. And the bone monster is just standing at the door, looking at the door outwards, and being shut. Big door to the side. Sophia is with you. She is just staring at your.
You know what, Sophia? You come with me. I'm gonna go talk to Klaus. Because he should be here. You'll be with me. Should disarm him a little bit. He's a little girl. If we don't come back, we're dead.
Right.
So, go.
What about the other girl? She looks like she's from here.
No, she's a twisted abomination. Make sure she stays here.
Oh, I just forgot my memory. That's a different,
Affliction. Alright, we'll switch her out. You'll be fine.
just, anything but... I mean,
He does.
It's not sunset for another 3-4 hours. As far as I'm aware, I've got nothing to worry about. I've only been awake for an hour.
If the other one comes out, I'll chat with him.
Okay.
I forgot to introduce myself to him.
Yes. Because tell him.
Where am I
literally
manners?
anything I did pull
The first thing you mentioned in terms of details was that a member of your group was cursed.
Yeah, it's fine.
Several.
I think you just mentioned one.
I'm honest. I want to introduce ourselves.
Hey, you're going now?
Yes.
Okay. Good luck.
I'll go with him.
Take this.
Go with you.
That's where you were. It's a glass vial.
No, it's smashed one. Well, okay, fine, whatever. What is it?
It's just a red glass vial.
What does it do?
It heals you.
It's a healing potion?
Yeah, if you pour it on, I'm going in the worm will close.
It's a healing potion.
Mostly.
What does that mean?
It's not.
Is this the same nasty stuff that Rock made?
No. Okay. It's a salve. It's not technically a potion. It's an oil based.
Medicinal.
It's medicine. Sure, it's a healing whatever.
Alright.
It's a healing salve.
Other goes, wait, if I'm right, if she walks, she kind of like gets on her hands and knees, starts to feel the body around your, between you and Cornell on the ground that's split in half, and she reaches into one of his lapel pockets and pulls out a similar glass.
I'd like to detect if there's anyone outside of the house.
Okay, yep. Perception. Nope. Fire fast.
22.
22. Yeah, you see 2 dogs looking like they're about to start walking back up. And they are, so you see in front of you is the bigger side alley street. This one is much more filled with bushes and trees. You also see a well, kind of like a loose gravel path that leads to a well spot. Then over past that well, a rocky ledge leads back to the next street. So you see, like straight through here, there are visibly 2 orcish looking features. I mean, they're pretty well covered. They've got some sort of like headgear that looks kind of more like a leather, but it's not shiny and metallic, and leather boots. You see that kind of like furs or stitched leathers covering them using coat. And then, so you see very black hair. Also with twin wolves and dogs.
It's probably our exact back. Just come down this thoroughfare, yeah. If I can extricate myself so it makes it look like I didn't come from this house,
can't lie about that, man. Yeah, I'll just come down here.
Okay, so as you see,
Wait, 6.
well, you can actually see there. Nice. There are some like slits in the upper floor where you can kind of see out the front area.
Okay.
But I'm gonna move this piece here. This goes. This is kind of like the front of the floor of that.
Excuse me.
Yell, Ray, just as you're about to walk back, just as you hear something like the dogs squeal quietly. Is this everybody else?
Please excuse me.
The guy.
Is this like starting to walk up to the...
Yeah, like he's just starting to walk up. You've got 15 feet space between you and the closest enemy. Some of these orcs are moving, like staying in position, kind of watching the knight. The knight has moved halfway past. Dogs followed him. Cicero, are you going to be here, or are you going to be like around? Like which? This is like the straight path through with a view. Like,
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk down that path.
Yeah.
Onto a slight elevation rock, right a tree above your head, and a quiet town, despite it being basically midday.
Hood down.
Am I gonna convince these pirates as diplomacy to raid this town? That could work.
Oh no, you gotta do that.
Wait a minute.
If your diplomacy works, maybe.
Before you get the slave? Maybe not.
If parlay works better than you intended, maybe.
It's like, how will you pay us? I'll help you raid this town.
There's dragon heads, like scales. Realistically, there's not much in this town yet that is worth physically worth.
Well, actually, the blacksmith has some rare ingredients.
I thought you were in a rush to get home.
I am, but I don't have many things to barter with, other than physical
Whoa.
services.
That would take too long.
Well,
a quick raid here, very simple.
What's this world?
Ah, yes. This
Oh, hello. Hi, Ray.
Oh, hey, Cicero.
You want to talk to them?
Yes, these gentlemen were just escorting me forcibly to the barracks. If
Forcibly?
It's not really a barracks, it's a small town.
I assume I'm speaking to Klaus, Mr. Melanor?
No. This is second in command. This is Rudy.
Oh, you're Rudy, you're the knight. So Rudy, I guess?
Yes. Don't mind the formalities here. We're not in the capital.
Right, usually it's a badge of honor. Anyway,
Why so tense? Is there an issue?
Oh,
we have, I understand this is maybe a bit out of the ordinary. Definitely out of the ordinary.
how much? What? Nothing? Clean?
Just what's clean.
Cool. Oh, sure.
I have my
Hood off?
hood off, and it's
So you're thin.
And you have a little
it's
girl
in
with
my
you, right?
chill, yeah.
So the small little girl is just climbing up this
Yeah,
little hill.
she's like behind him. I mean, she can just stay ducked. If you want me to bet, you can tell her what to do. Right?
Is there a problem?
She's good at
Not
stuff.
young looking.
I can.
At least. She's not like 6.
Yes,
We're simply looking for assistance.
this
We
is
can.
all fine.
Bonnie
Yes.
6.
Yes.
So, you know if he's the name of his people?
It's quite a long story, friend. Maybe we should get out of the street. Maybe explain over a drink or something. Perhaps.
Sure. Yes. Well, I will take you to the place where we get some more soldier orientators, paperworks.
He wants to take us to the barracks. To not.
You have a barracks?
Yes, down the street. He doesn't really want to talk about the paperwork, but he wants to do something else. I don't know.
I'm confused. What did he tell you? He's a little strange.
Yes. He told me some things that make me quite alarmed.
Oh, I told him that.
I can imagine.
I told him that one of us was cursed.
Several of us.
Several of us were cursed. Yeah, I was good.
Just say that now.
We have had quite a bad time.
It is cursed like A witch curse.
Yes, we came from Menmir. I assume you know of it.
Right. Well, yes, curses and
There are terrible things there.
desecrated lands.
Terrible things.
It's
We
like
barely
that.
escaped with our lives. One of our number was lost there.
Where did you
sadly.
come from before that?
Like I said, long journey, and I'm afraid you might not even believe me. Which is
That's
why
why-
a drink might be a good idea.
I will shout you the first drink. Of
I mean, I can pay for drinks, but
No, the barkeep wouldn't let you pay. It's just it's a tight-knit drinking community.
He wants to slip something
this is
in
a
your
lovely
drink.
place. But we did. I don't know if you heard, but we did save your town from a five-headed dragon.
We saw that there was a large amount of blood leading into town and around the watchtower, and
Yes.
some very gruesomely defaced people.
Yeah, your watchtower is destroyed, and all of the gods there got struck
But
by lightning.
yes, my initial assumption was a daytime strike of lightning. There were barely any clouds.
Yeah, there was a blue dragon head. Lightning breath.
I got told
You were at the watchtower?
it was a
It was
multiple.
It was a 6-headed dragon, multiple colors.
Like a hydra.
We went up 2 hours ago, 2 hours before we arrived.
You were at the watchtower 2 hours ago?
No, 2 hours before we, so 6 hours, 2 hours before.
Guys,
Oh, so you were there 8 hours.
you can just blame it on the demon in this house.
Which demon in that house?
But, yeah, what demon in the house?
Oh, you're right. You forgot about the demon in this house.
There is no demon in that house.
Actually, I don't think anyone else, after Cornell left, I don't think anyone else went back into that place. I think you just dropped the body off there.
I gave it to the guy that he dumped it somewhere. But
Yeah, we don't know where
Unless
you
we
would
just dropped it on the floor.
everyone would have
Because
seen him.
I also don't
you
think
went-
any of us care about that demon.
No, the idea is you pin the blame on it.
But
Yeah, but none of us know about it.
no,
you
went.
saw it.
No, you went ahead first.
Guys, there's no blame
he's
to
been
pin here.
in his own house.
We did save these people.
We were there later because I was cutting. We were
Loki
cutting it.
Brought up Cornell fully burnt, took him to the herbalist. The herbalist healed him, and then Grok came about
Yeah,
an
so
hour
Grok did
after.
that himself.
Yeah.
No one else knows.
Well, Cornell left. He wasn't there.
Yeah, Cornell got off the table, but Cornell was blind. So I didn't really notice the demon that was dying.
And he's dead, so.
So you were at the
That's why you used the
watchtower,
corpse.
so you saw the
I
destruction
can't see
in
that.
the corpse.
No,
Evidence.
I was learning me of the watchtowers. And anyway, it took us a while to get back up there.
That's smart, but just none of us have a personal stake in that creature, so we wouldn't think.
But we came from the east. It's
That's
northeast.
why you used it like that.
Yes.
None of us care.
No
to
regular
think.
patrols around there.
So you saw the creature.
No,
and the
we just
destruction.
saw the destruction in a flash through the sky.
You went to the watchtower and you didn't see the creature. It was like 500 feet away.
Yes,
Giant body sitting there.
I mean, something, the dragon hit the town.
Yes.
Yes.
We were,
There was
So
a
we had just arrived. We had
massive dragon body. We defended.
we had introduced ourselves to the outward guard. He had explained to us the toll. We didn't have any money at the time. Audric, yes. He said that he would write our name down and introduce us around town so we could pay our debt.
his face
Which we're still
had
willing to do.
basically melted because of the
Lightning.
poisonous fumes he had
And
inhaled.
poison. Yeah.
I just,
Do you still not believe me? Thus,
I believe that you could have been cursed from about anything.
I literally showed you a scale. This is a.
No, I don't believe you killed it though, because it's just not there.
The body's not there.
Look,
Apparently the body is not there, but
we
that.
have recovered chunks of dragon spine,
Huh.
or at least we thought was a larger mammoth mammal. It's not.
Wait, so there was bones there.
Chunks of its bone, of the tailbone has been removed.
Well then, there you go.
You remember Grok literally ripping out parts of its
Yeah.
back and just scattered on the arena around.
I
Yeah.
guess.
Either way, that is a evidence.
But to
No, this is bad.
What does it mean?
It's a hydra.
Yes.
So it probably grew 4 heads in the place where you cut off 2 and is now alive still.
But its spine is there.
Look, I love your storytelling. I think we should just write a report, and then
He does not want to
I can
write a
judge.
report.
I will write the report for you with your descriptions, and then after that, I will give it to my wife,
and she can decide whether or not you need to be held in the hall.
Well, there you go. Is that is complete?
He's not lying.
Okay.
He's been trying to talk to you, and you two have been like working around each other's slides. You can see he's kind of just like.
Yeah, I respect that. I respect that.
He's got 10 charisma. He's got the time.
Yeah.
I respect that you finally tell.
We can provide a report. Yeah.
Which okay, I'll write the report.
Like I said, you might not believe the whole story.
All of it because I'm
Hey,
worried.
we haven't even got to the weird parts yet.
Like I can't get a curse on like a disease.
No, so this is Indicator Sophia.
Sophia's just like just behind the rock.
Is she?
49
What
minutes,
age
half
is
seconds.
the physical age?
No.
She.
30.
Oh, Sophia.
Yeah.
Yeah. Looks maybe like,
Okay, you're right.
late 13.
She got younger. It's the middle.
Yeah.
In-laws.
It's childish. It's hard to tell. I mean,
Yeah.
you rarely saw her.
600. 900 years old.
I think she mentioned to you that she was roughly the hundreds because of time difference. She was like, I've spent 50 years in this one place. That's it. Respawned twice.
This is my charge, Matilda.
Hello.
Her name is Matilda.
I'm Matilda.
Well,
She has
Pedigree.
some sort of divine gift. Perhaps the ability to deal with curses, but she is inexperienced in this matter. We had hoped to talk to your elder
Throw me under the bus.
for assistance.
Well,
Apparently he did not have clerical ability, but, wise knowledge would be good.
yes, actually, right. The Grove of Farina. It's a decent sized forest, the western edge of the coast.
Right.
And there is a forgotten temple deep inside, where we've recovered some amount of our creep stone. I believe that is the most ritually pure place, deep into the road. Farina, if you didn't know, she is the human god of death.
Did I know that?
Probably not, but you've already had
I didn't know that.
I probably did.
It's definitely been sent to Kate, but Farina, god of death, mother of graves.
Oh.
Well, that makes sense. Why there'd be a temple here?
Trust me, we understand that Menmere is considered desecrated land, meaning ghosts and certain darker supernatural entities have more reach in that land.
Maybe we should go to Menmere.
Yes.
That
So
forest is more protected.
we did not come. We came from Menmere, but we did not appear there.
We should go back.
How do I explain this in a way you might?
Let's fix it.
We had a problem with curses back in the sanctuary. Lacking options, we lacking options, we sort of found like a holy earth like lodestone magic place, and then it teleported us to a shattered heaven dimension, which we then survived and teleported out of here and came to the far eastern side of Termish, western side of Termish, where we were captured by a large amount of orcs, not like these orcs, where we met the son of Klaus and the daughter of Miss Monterose, Lady Monterose. I know, bear with me, we're still going.
You actually see the two scouts have drawn their bows at point of view.
That is where that is where I met this group as well.
Yeah, I sure hope they weren't your friends. They sort of seem like bandits. Anyway.
You're into the far north of Termish.
Yeah.
Yes. Klaus was his name, right?
Well, Klaus is the leader, Cullis.
Cullis.
He had attempted to sell. Yep.
Isla.
Ella and Cullis had gone somewhere. He had attempted to sell Isla to these orcs.
But he died.
For some sort of favor.
Did he perish, right?
No, he didn't.
No, he came back.
He
Yes,
went.
yes. And then we
you did a lie. You found his corpse in the house.
Oh yes, yes. I forgot about that for a second.
So we proceeded to kill every single person.
It's alright. He's got
27.
He has an 8.
Oh, you're carrying me.
I can't carry you, bro.
I mean, he is doing most of the speaking.
Where is it? I see diplomacy.
Bluff.
Bluff. What's that?
Oh, pretty good.
12.
Not
That's
good.
okay. No lie. He rolled an 11 minus 1.
Yeah. This old man did not learn
Yeah,
much
but
in
if
his
I
life.
did it, if I got an 11, that would be more clutch.
Take the average. 18.
Yes, but we're like going back.
Where were we?
That's where we
seems
escorted.
Oh yes.
We began escorting
We
Isla back
attempted to
through-
escort Isla back.
We found a small village, like a Wild West situation.
Why don't you just leave the talking to me?
Oh, okay.
It's too many dissenting voices.
Smart.
In case I missed something, you just pipe up. Anyway, yes, we attempted to come down to TOR'GARD because we needed to escape here. We want to go back to the Keter Sanctuary. That would be great. And then Islet turned into like an undead flying creature
Yes, she
with
did.
no
she
legs. Do you know of a creature like this?
I actually had Tanner report that he saw some sort of overly large bat flying into town
Yes,
about
that's-
4 days ago.
did. That would probably.
But he didn't say that it had the
I don't
upper
know.
half of a torso. So
She began
Big
to
bat.
fly.
I have a big bat record.
She
4 days
began
ago.
to fly west. That's where she flew, right? First
I
off.
know
North.
when you found her, she flew east. She flew
She started.
directly towards this town.
She started flying east from where we were, so
And you were west.
So maybe she's.
maybe.
Anyway, after that happened, we were a little worried that there was some sort of horrific plague going around. So we just went in a random direction, got attacked by a bunch of gnolls.
Well, no, we followed.
You have a giant gnoll infestation in this part of the country. I'm sure you already know.
No, we followed his bird the other direction, west.
Well, sure, but he's dead now, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, yes, who it is? And
Oh, it was an old friend.
and gnolls
met-
have been deterred only by the orcs.
A week ago.
Yeah.
It's kind of a fighting turf of humans using the orcs as leverage to scare away the gnolls.
It appeared there was some sort of like clan war between a bunch of orcs. Excuse me, gentlemen, please. I said it's an orc. Please just calm down. It's okay.
Yeah, I mean, they've all kind of like now faced your direction with their weapons. They're not
They're
like,
pointing it at him. They know I'm not a threat.
they used to there talking for a while, and now they're like, this guy's slightly taller. Let me just bend the weapon up a
It
little
is
bit.
pretty dangerous.
So at that point, we went up, befriended a dog, and went
Not important.
further southwest down to whatever that place was.
I understand we're a bit of a motley crew. There are a couple more of us who are currently in fear of retribution for being slightly on the more ugly side.
called.
Which I'm sure once we clear all this up, we can all introduce ourselves and be big friends.
Uglier than the furry one.
To me,
You don't like
are ugly,
centaurs
like-
here?
My wife loves you, I just don't. I'm
You just
sorry.
mentioned. Oh, okay.
They're
What?
apparently
You said centaur.
apparently a centaur would be hunted here. That would be very unfortunate.
Oh,
He is a-
just by the orcs and the gnolls. I'm sure the humans.
What about you though? You're in command. That's
Once
the worrying
again,
part.
proving the fact that he is in the least amount of danger.
Yep.
Every place we go likes it.
Mostly,
Well, you said
what we're
orcs
here
and
for
gnolls
is
would
looking
have
for
been
healing.
No, the guards would have hunted them.
Orcs hate me, all monsters hate me.
We discovered in Menmir a terrible curse where some sort of undead creatures
Think that elves like
were cursed
German
by
orgies.
the mothers of Omen or some sort of
Germans don't.
creatures.
Have a guilt
We
towards
dispatched
spirits.
several of them, but lost a friend in the same place, and a couple of us were cursed
Even
by
like
them as
reformed
well.
Nazi
Some
German
sort of
torture.
wasting disease that we are hoping that we can cure. We had hoped to procure diamonds
like
here, which we have.
3 elves.
Yes, we'll keep our other friend away.
Yes.
First of
Well,
all,
new
class
companion, I
to
should say.
Look, if there's a,
Makes sense.
if moving in the dead of night helps you, that might be fine. Klaus is
Yeah, they're probably rich now, so it does.
in the tower.
Oh, no,
I'm trying to lead you towards me.
they
over there.
Is it?
like not hunting us down.
But look, it more sounds
Also
like
letting us use that land.
me giving you a type of referral to the elder for some sort of potential
Yes.
treatment.
Goal one is healing, but we also would like to
Everyone, like,
book passage to
thing.
Kings Bay.
Technically,
If
we
you
earn
can
it
come
before
out of
them.
the elder looking
These are better.
equally less
Yeah, it's not worse. It's not.
pleasant.
It's a bit better.
Can I bring my centaur friend to him?
If it's damage, we do it.
Because it's better to do that than have like an intermediary discussion.
I don't know much about centaurs. Do they have 8 legs?
We haven't done that.
No, they are
for
more.
100 years.
They're horse people.
Okay.
He's just a horse person.
If he's cursed with any more legs, I might kill him.
It's a wasting curse. Most of his combat ability has unfortunately been diminished.
Ah, so sweet.
Yes, very killable. Very, very not dangerous to you.
So those are very dangerous creatures. I'm surprised you
Yes, normally he's a horrific
You've
monster.
slain it.
No, I haven't. He has a curse, which is killing him, which I would like to fix because he's a fine man.
Is there any better description of this curse that I can die for?
Yes, there is an undead curse, which I mentioned before, that is
Undead
making him.
specifically.
It's going to turn him into mush, like our other friend.
Well, yes, there were mud creatures. Yes.
So it's a mud curse.
I had hoped to converse with the mayor of your town, Lady Monterosa. I heard that she was of elvish blood.
Yeah.
She's actually been held in the hold right now.
What? Possible for me to talk to her?
Just like, get the go ahead from Klaus and finish it.
Okay.
That hold must be in the same room. That is not a big
The hole is there.
That's the hole, right there.
Have you
Have you
not seen the dragon heads we have in the basement of the blacksmith's house?
They don't get light.
I can legally search the property of the lower floor of his estate. But Brandt is slowly. Sorry, you didn't mention referring.
Well, he referred to me as Ray.
Good.
I am Ray, by the way.
This Ray
We can.
showed us some scales, so I can confirm that you have taken dragon scales and it lines up with the fact that we saw. See, we were cresting out of the gully, so we didn't see the tower. We just saw the flash in the sky. So that blue lightning, blue scales, those got together. I heard there was some sort of threat of a dragon being in Turtle Lake, not far away from here.
We were at Turtle Lake. We didn't see a dragon.
There was something weird in there.
Go ahead and store.
We were trying to get to the center, but then we didn't.
There was a big metal ship that had exploded.
Dragon egg embryo.
We went on there and it got really cursed, and that's why we went into that earth magic place and got stuck here. We've had quite a problem.
Turtle Lake to Shattered Heaven Realm
I think it's me.
to Terminus.
I did tell you it was unbelievable.
Why Terminus?
I don't know.
Why here?
There was not even an indication of like a portal that got dropped here. We just got dropped here. Anyway, what was I going to say? Oh yes, the dragon heads. I'm sure you would be much more likely to believe us if we. I'm just going to knock on the blacksmith door.
I already tried. Don't worry.
Excuse me.
Okay.
Guntar. It's Cicero. I need you to open up the hatch so that he can look inside, so that we don't get killed for no reason, even though we saved your village.
He whispers on the other side. Are you serious?
Yes.
Why are you like?
It is us. It is our property. It is our property until you pay otherwise, so it can't be rewrote.
Even if they take it as evidence, they're just going to give it back to you because it's useful for making armor and stuff.
Yes.
Make a DC 10 diplomacy check. And roll a DC for a DC 10 as well. You can.
Are nat ones a thing? So is there automatic failures on nat ones?
No, I guess you can't fail.
I can't fail.
16.
So
I roll.
let's say DC 15.
I got 16. And what do you say?
It's plus 2.
Oh, just instead of roll. Okay, you get plus 2.
Well, I didn't get extra ranks. Okay, so that's only at 28.
Only 28.
That's
kind of shit.
I only have plus 11.
Hold up, I go get Klaus. I bring him to the blacksmith.
That would be even better than to explain this to us.
You get your head up, one of their heads out.
Oh, I can. And maybe you can lift it up.
Oh, yes,
Over there.
Yes.
Yep.
Right, you cannot lift all of his heads out of a hatch by yourself. That head would be at least your body length. You're retiring.
Really?
It's ginormous, bro.
The neck is to the top of the ceiling. Like it can barely fit in a way.
Well, I'm sure with help.
That's what I mean.
We can help. I'll help there. Sure.
Alright, I'll go down this.
Come on, Guitar. Is anything else going to be as interesting as this in your next 100 years?
Maybe in the next 2 years.
Right, so he's got a DC. He's got a 14 strength. So let's say this is a DC 20 check.
Okay, let's get down to the thing.
We want two successes.
And with us combined with a 32 strength.
No.
Three checks. So if Cicero can hit a 20, and so two 20s.
If I can hit a 20,
Your dwarf just rolled a nat 19 plus 2, so you only have to hit 120 between the two.
I only need a nat 20.
Is
Like-
with,
like-
failed.
like-
I could have seen this coming.
Just strength.
Okay.
You say you have an 18 strength. Come on.
Yeah, I do.
Show us.
Yeah.
Just roll a 16.
Yeah,
Just roll 16.
No, 16.
You hear like some sort of.
Oh, dead.
Oh shit. Maybe push him off him.
Like he was holding up the thickest skin of the neck and just had the whole thing like ingested the neck down.
We'll get it off of him. Come on.
Okay, it starts to climb down.
You see, he basically got sucked into it. Like, he was holding it up and just it dropped on him. So now he is just completely red.
Well, he's alive.
Why don't you just get the guy to calm down?
I don't know. He's hitting it one.
It's illegal.
He'll come back.
The guy's left to go get him.
Oh, Gunther, I'm so sorry. Do you have a...
What else does he have? What else does he have down there?
A lot of stuff. A lot of raw material, sacks. No coffers, like those small chests, but the basic chests to fit all. I mean, if you wanted to start picking some stuff without specifically knowing what,
I'm just looking.
I'm still.
I'm not stealing. I'm just
I
looking.
can still.
some impressive dark ore that looks to be in a massive cube shape, like the size of Caden's laptop in big, just a cube.
Yummers.
None of that brought the crystal, but you see large pipes of lead pipes. You see
Oh, that's gonna be
ores of cold iron.
Lead
Or
plating.
it could be used for lead lining items.
We
Does
can
he-
make
is there
ourselves
any
not have
visible
cancer.
diamond?
Yo, we need that.
Any diamond?
Visible, yeah.
Does
no,
it get rid of
okay.
already
I
gotten
mean-
cancer?
You can see, nothing but some interesting types of metals that you haven't noticed before. But one that looks to be kind of eerily similar. One that looks eerily similar to the metal of your blade. Just in terms of the ore, the color.
Got some cold steel down there.
Interesting. Why is it called Uri Kalkum?
And then there's also,
Family seal.
you actually know, Ray, there's two different metals here that match your blade. Like your blade is made of two different, like two parts of the shaft. I would say that the sharpest blade is not cold. The sharpest part is not cold steel on one side. Kind of like it's two sides of two different metals. Cold steel is a primary. But yeah, there's cold steel, and there's some sort of other steel type material that has a slightly different figure. Some of that is an ore store.
It's a Damascus.
You might have to get a 28 strength dogger or centaur. I mean, even centaur.
Centaur can't get in.
Get in the building.
Get some ropes.
No, we just, get some roads. Create a police system. By the way, they can now, because the door's open, they can just poke their head down.
I'm gonna pull out a little rag. And I'm gonna pull out my water skin.
And most of the orcs have headed to the back of like where the guard tower is. They don't stay around the blacksmith's place within 20 or 30 feet. They kind of keep you guys some space standing up front. So if you want to say something in private, maybe the blacksmith only can listen to you.
Yeah. I
Damn, so
empty
this
some
time is
water into my
over
hands.
300 pounds?
Muddle some words. And I will empty it onto the rag and say, here, just wipe your face a little bit.
Thank you.
So this Klaus guy, is he a bit of a, like a narcissist, maybe? Bit of an authoritative figure? What do you think of the man? What do you think of the cut of his jib?
Yeah.
Well, he's known for making the deals that us that, like the dodgy part of the north side of Turkish.
The deals.
Could have been the deal, like his son could have put him up, or Klaus could have put his son up. You know, I don't actually know, I'm just listening to you.
Well, sure, but have you talked to the man himself?
Maybe twice.
What did you think of him?
Forceful. A slight walk, but more in the way. More in the diplomatic, sharp-tongued way.
He appreciates force.
No, the others do. He's much more of the human minded. Just a careful tongue man. He will probably try to rip you off that way.
That's fine, I have nothing of worth.
So you're like an elf.
Like Fucking hell. They...
The orchard, Colors, the son, he's known for being intemperate and committing crimes in town, and his father did often cover.
It's like K's.
Yes. Just like
Okay.
kids. Just exactly like kids.
Just the case.
Yeah, just like kids.
And the rocks that Colors has been going to get in Turfstead have been the raw iron, I think.
Right. We'll just have to appeal to his better nature. Lovely.
Yes, that shouldn't be too hard.
Nice people.
Excuse me.
Well, maybe not.
Yeah, we're down here. We can't actually lift the head out. It's too big.
Rudy, I apologize. This is not my problem. Rudy kind of comes up and says, "What is the holdup? You're supposed to bring your head out." The dwarf's just like waving both of his hands, his whole body's still red.
It's too big.
You're heavy load.
So 400 pounds, so you can lift one head.
Yeah, 4 to 6.
150 kilos is 330 pounds.
Oh, you're just too weak.
You can't carry two, but you can carry one.
What happened to 2x?
That's if you want to lift something off the ground, that's just 2 times your heavy load.
Lift above your head, which
Yeah,
is probably
so
what you have to do on a
Overhead is just your heavy load.
It's considered a drag unless you're putting it over your head because it's a dragon neck.
Over your head, that you can do heavy load over your head. You can do 2 times your heavy load just off the ground.
So then I can do 400 to 600.
If you're just like doing this,
Guys, here's the thing. Logistically, Ray is a 5 foot tall dude. The next stump is bigger than his
you
whole
can just
body.
drag it. That's 5 times your heavy load. You can get both of them.
Like Ray's head can only just fit above the actual full width.
But I just pull it over the crack, and then once it's up at like waist, right? Then you just pull it.
Yeah, you can do that.
Because it's a flat surface.
Walking backwards,
right?
yeah.
It just goes over.
Okay, cool.
You just tickle it, and would work.
You're just bad.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I mean, yeah. I can imagine how exhausting that would be.
Isn't there a ladder?
Yeah, that's a ladder.
Yeah.
They're pushing it up, and I'm just pulling it over.
I'm going to climb that ladder.
Okay, I'm going to say that this kind of takes 10 and it happens, but you come out. Ray is helping the Durgar dwarf and the Rudy is also.
Wait, I forgot which colors were the heads. Which colors were the heads we had?
White and blue.
White and blue. Oh, lovely. Hello. Well, you're Klaus Melanor, I presume?
Yes, I do not see many elves being around this region.
Yes, I'm a bit out of my element here. My name is Cicero. Lovely to meet you.
State your purpose.
We require the help. We are not really refugees, but sort of refugees. We're not looking for a home. We just want to pass through, get a few services from your town. Not services, really. You don't have a healer, but we need a healer.
I own most of the artisans in this region of town.
Yes.
But your healer would be probably best to be the elder.
Yes.
Your dragon head is being pulled out now.
That's one of them. It had 5.
This curse, is this related to the dragon you've slain?
No.
The dragon came from Menmir. I'm fairly certain.
Yes.
We also came from Menmir.
You. Wait, was Menu the
cursed city?
Oh, okay, yes.
Yes. From what we gathered, the gnolls were working for this thing or with this thing. They are preparing for some sort of ritual. They needed sacrifices. They tried to take us. We fought back. There are many things going on in your domain, sir.
You're completely correct.
And for a moment, you can't see where on his face.
This whole land, we as humans have very little control over. This is why I've hired the orcs of the gun running. They find outside threats, minor incursions, and deal with the simple, but also man-heavy side. Lady Laslan Monrose, she ordered 150 troops 4 years ago, and they never turned up.
From Kings Bay.
Paid by Laslan by levying her estate.
So in lieu of this, you made deals with the tribes to increase
As-
security.
From 4 years ago, the deal was struck as only a per year measure, but
Wise.
got no soldiers coming in. So the Council of Coin has not provided any means of protection, and therefore the land here, we must use it to protect ourselves. And that just means working with one minor evil. He says that out loud, working with one minor evil for the good of defending against a great many other. And
Of course.
there is clearly a dragon in this land, one that is able to survive without a head.
2 heads.
We are worried, yes.
Meaning this is likely the first of its kind, and that I should be taking the first barge out of this town to alert King's Bay. 2.5 weeks. That'd be too
You're
long.
not wrong, honestly.
I should be saving myself.
If you were to take my advice, a full evacuation would be in order, but it's not.
We should tell the king himself.
I apologize for the
Take the VIP
lack of
suite.
candor. I'm worried a few of my associates are a little more on the outlandish side. And I'm worried that your helpers will shoot first and ask questions later. We need help, and they are not they are dangerous, but they are not homicidal. And I can give you my word, however little it means to you, that they will not harm anyone.
They bring some amount of damage to this thing that managed to escape you. The decapitating of its heads.
From our
I mean, that was
perspective,
him,
we
he cut
killed
their
it.
heads off, but
Yes.
they were there helping to.
I killed it.
Any chance that I could hire you for 25 silver a week?
No.
I mean, if you have any specific problems, I'm sure we can help with that.
Yeah, single.
Any masons? Watchtower that needs a lot of repairs.
Tragically, our craftsman, our party's craftsman, was the one who lost his life in Menmir. If you wish for simple labor, we are looking for healing primarily, but we also wish to secure passage on the ship that comes to King's Bay. So while we are here, several of my compatriots are rather strong. They could probably help, at least with the labor part of reconstruction.
If it turns out that this could work, I have a feeling that walls don't help against flying bats out of the size of the town. This,
No, probably not.
we're really probably outgunned at this point.
Yes.
So I think that potentially alerting the 10 homeowners here to activate might be the best selection over the next 3 months. Barges won't take that many people week by week, but over the course of a few months.
I mean, it is hopeful that the problems from Menmir and the surrounding regions will focus their ire on Blackstone first. Probably not, to be honest. Far more fortified, from what I've heard.
Cicero,
Yes.
right, make it a sense motive.
10.
Nat 10 for 20.
20
Whoa.
exactly. There is kind of what he said before was kind of a little bit left hooked, but there was a little bit of desperation in the whole, like, getting everyone to evacuate. Sounded like he has been thinking about it a bit and kind of snapped to that conclusion as like an immediate, like, how I would have handled every other situation as well. COVID, make everyone evacuate. But in the same way,
It's transferred the disease.
yeah, he looks kind of through to both of you, and if you are somehow hide in a central, small area, and you're scouting, my scouts haven't found it, that means he's covering himself in foul smell. He drops to them. His eyes see people better than I do. And as he looks at you guys, he more looks like he's trying to calculate you that you see he's doing it pretty well. You can kind of tell he's not perfect at judging people.
He judged me perfectly. Just a helpful little guy.
Just a little guy.
And suppose with sundown in 3 hours, we are looking for. We're going to be heading south with Rudy's troop and investigating the furthest outpost where the dragon attacked. Do not bring your friends around there. Head east, southeast.
To the elders.
Sorry, we will head north, northeast. You head
Going to the watchtower.
Yes, just to see if there's any more pieces.
Would it be possible for me to come with you?
On a 6-hour journey. Yes.
I have
Bonding experience.
skills in investigation.
Remember, you have investigated that tower before. It's some state under the gas around as well.
Oh, I see where this calls from. Ray.
Yes.
Would you be able to take Mulkey to the Elder?
Sure, where does the Elder live?
There's a trail west.
We are headed
Southwest.
Would you like to meet?
Literally, he just points this way,
Okay.
and you see at the very edge of the town, there's some sort of like single stone formation forming like a kind of stone road, like stone side by side forming a large path.
Would you like to meet
the crooked house over
my
right next to the
patriots
big
first?
stone?
Get a gauge of them yourself, if you wish. Maybe.
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, you all come with us. We have a favor to deal with after this morning, and I think that it's best if your friend comes back to us on better terms.
Yes.
If the Elder can do something.
I have.
I promise you, the Elder will burn him.
Level, like in
Oh, stick.
The centaur?
which energy.
Right.
Any
Between
disease.
electricity and acid.
He's an Elder. He's dealt with curses before. He's made riddles of them.
Probably.
I was never a big fan of listening to him, but my son was.
This would be great if he starts attacking him with fire damage, and then I can just like.
The Elder likes to put people in their graves a bit early.
And first things out, distance from me.
This is where David's like, okay, Jake.
Really cool thing.
My other companion is
It's
a.
like-
Stays on the ground for
Okay, Moki either dies or you're a murderer, Ray.
It is. It is. My other companion is a human.
Go talk, you're the elder.
Human man.
I'm the elder.
Quite disfigured.
Hello.
Sadly.
Soldier.
I
That's
believe
your new
he's
guy.
from Caligot.
The elder.
I think I'm
Very likely
a
a
priest. Yes, likely a priest. I have the soldiers.
Oh,
Well,
He was a medic, so
You
probably.
cured.
In that place, most of those lines they're always soldiers, but they're also something else. It's like a primary born soldier.
In my day,
I guess he actually just passes you kind of like a written like seal with the seal at the bottom, with just saying
Really old man.
with respects. Listen to these strangers. He does go away for a second to like round it out. Listen to these strangers. Some may be cursed, but ultimately they have helped so far. Well, roll me one more diplomacy check, just.
Natural 20. Come on.
What do you mean?
Nope.
22.
Klaus is basically departing from you, and the last thing he says, just so you know, the Elder has a way of calling himself a darker tone of a name. When you meet him, call him Grim Guthrie Treaty.
Write this down, Ray.
It's kind of an orchestra.
Come on, I put my book away.
But it also mixes with undercommon. Don't worry, I'll set it.
Okay,
Do
cool.
you speak Orcish the common?
Nope.
Maybe I should meet this guy. No, I'll meet him later.
Yeah.
I could go.
Yeah, we can go.
And,
He's bad though. He's a bad guy.
look, sis.
Don't get it this way.
You can come with me now, and
Of course.
we
We went to the big estate. I was looking for the lady because I am also cursed, not in the same way. I'm having trouble with my dreams, sort of. And we had asked for her, but she wasn't home. Do you know where she went? I thought she was.
His eyes kind of get a bit wider. Yes.
Not dreams, I've done dream, but you know, it's the equivalent. Sleep.
Yes, Lady Morrose has been inactive. We're keeping her in a cell right
In
now.
like comatose? So no, non-verbal. That is unfortunate. Do you have any other Elvish? I guess not, you said you didn't.
However,
That's okay.
we haven't been able to take her to the Elder yet because obviously we haven't been back in the barracks except for today to give the report of what we found. So if at some point we take her to the Elder, maybe with you, and with the people, we can look at getting her some sort of treatment to maybe bring her back to conscious. I'm not sure. She, her house was filled with strange things. And then she tried to border herself in. And we made sure to take her before she totally lost it. And then we put her below ground. One night later she was docile and uncommunicative.
Okay.
These are strange times.
Very strange.
We kind of like bend around, but I want you to know that the general goods store does make quite much muffins. Side note.
Great. We have not had anything except terrible rations for a while.
Our rations here are particularly awful as well. And stick away from them
Lovely.
if you like food.
Sure like food. Okay, I don't know where Monkey or Cornell are.
I
so
know where they are.
go and find them.
Wait, you know where they are.
No, I don't.
You don't?
If I knew where, I would have collected them already. Go and get them, take them to the Elder. Take Matilda with you. You know, maybe ask
Why
if
are
she...
you lying? Where are you lying?
I've never lied in my
I
life.
didn't say that out loud.
I've never lied in my life. I got a 32. Anyway.
Yes, that's how that works.
Okay,
Yeah, take Matilda. I'll go with them.
Technically, you can use bluff to convey a secret message.
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Which way you
It's-
shall look like, yeah.
It's not just these guys now.
Okay. So Ray and Matilda. Maggie. Matilda, make it back. Cornell.
You named him Matilda.
I know. It's funny.
And you've got Cornell and Moki and the Bone Dog and Isla in the house together. It's been an hour since Cicero's left.
Which means I've died.
True. It does mean he's died.
What do
One
you
horse, 2 dogs. The dogs aren't barking.
I'm gonna go up to that mural.
Okay.
I'm just gonna
Give a little smirch.
I'm just gonna stare at it.
Okay.
Buddy, I think you're looking for meaning when there is none. Maybe we should just laugh the god.
Moki, what are you doing?
Staring at this corpse,
Wasting away.
wasting away as well.
For an hour?
Dying of cancer for an hour.
Looking at it, thinking of all the things. I'm looking at anything. No, fuck you guys. No, I'm looking
You
at
notice that there are two interesting chunks on the
You
ground,
need help.
separate from the rest, amongst the blood. Looks to be two pulverized chunks of eye.
I'll look around. Is anyone near this part of the room?
You don't even need to, but the body is turned upwards, and you can see the boy's face his eyes have been gouged out, and those two little lumps are in the blood. They are his gouged
I'll
eyeballs.
pick up the eyes.
Go discuss.
Put them in my pocket.
They're like basically squished, so they're like
You're gross.
raisins and really
Little
sexy.
pouch. I just put them in there.
There you go, Pash.
Yeah.
Your marsupial pash.
Kangaroo.
But there are other things in this room if you want to look around.
Is any of them a weapon?
There looks to be one dagger covered in blood.
One thing I'll be interested in is weapons or anything in silver. That's it.
Okay, you see a book that was on the table that was written in a part dialect of someone that was Elvish. So you could see like similar stuff. It's clearly not. Do you read common? No.
No, I can speak it. I can't read it.
You, Make here. How's the village? What are the people like?
Man, this horse is no way iron.
Oh, you can get it from the northern hills, yes?
There's stuff there that we're able to take a look from them. It's honestly, it's good trade on our end. Just
Then is a orcish city?
Oh, it's an orcish land.
Land.
Yes. Our Blackstone is a solid mix of the Grey Dwarf and sort of blacksmith land and.
Do you trade with them, or is they enemies?
No, we don't make contact.
Probably.
No. Just beyond, just before them is another tribe of humans, but they're dark skinned. So we can't even make it. Yes.
We have rumors, but
We
haven't
can't
seen
make it to Blackstone. So they kill and rape and pillage anyone who sent that way.
Yep.
We've had one return and gave me all of those key reminders. So this is where you should be seeing the thing, right? And you points out ahead, and you're seeing there should be the dragon's body there, like that massive green wing spread. Make up that last hour of the hill, and he's pretty quiet, but he's also like giving you kind of like which way you come from, and you kind of fill in like the basic like battle map. And
I try to avoid the idea that it followed us from Menmere.
okay, do you tell him that it was like low to the ground, like it wasn't visible until it was very close?
Yeah, it sort of just snuck up on us. I did not think that something of that size could possibly be that quiet.
Very normal.
It's like it was. All of the different heads had different personalities. They were talking to each other in Draconic. It was talking crazy things.
But now that we're here, and you make it to the top, and there's so much blood, the whole ground ahead of you is light brown dirt, and this is all just like brown, like black soil dirt, even though it's just like blood that is so soaked, it's just become deep brown. And you see the end of what looks like the large, semi-brown, lake-sized puddle of dried blood and dirt. One chunk of a quarter of a tail bone. Sorry, probably a part of the tail itself. So like a chunk of his bone. It's probably around this big. Looks like you can see the most you see that like perfect gash. And then all of that short bone. When you saw him do it loosely, you saw him literally like rip out and then just tear, so it ripped through skin, like a normal amount of strength. And the knights are kind of all just doing some minor measurements, picking up the thing, flashing out.
Yeah, just put the
2 minutes.
Cool.
So.
I don't know what to make of this. This is a first. But if you said it's a blue dragon, well, that's multiple hairs.
No, it was green. It had green wings. I think its flesh was mostly green, but the heads were all different chromatic colors.
What about the tail? We see one bit.
It had several tails. 4, I think. But I think they were all the same color. This bit of bone should not. It should have the rest of the skin on it.
Do you need a survival check?
Oh, I'm great.
Are you proficient?
I took a few ranks in it, yeah.
Love it.
Not enough. 10.
That's the DC.
Okay, Rudy comes up.
That's probably not.
A knight statue.
But you can aid someone with that.
Okay.
A 10 is an 8, yeah, we need to put that. Survival. He doesn't have it. Life perception.
There's a minute left.
Shut
Okay, 10. Now, unfortunately, so the last thing you notice is that 2 footprints. 2 enormous, soiled, like deep brown, submerged footprints, fully bloodied, but like the blood that is soaked into the ground where those footprints are. No signs of wing claw marks across the ground. I mean, nothing more than normal.
Wait. Do these footprints look bigger than the monster that killed it?
No, but definitely more pressure than what it had landed on before. Okay. Cicero sees that, and we will end